Oh, I didn't check audio. Yep, we're live. We have a madhouse of
Per usual.
angry cats.
Yeah, I hope everyone is having a great start to their weekend.
Yeah. Mayhem has ended. So I sat on the couch last night and made Nicole watch the Mayhem videos. But she was fine with it because I was sitting down for once. I just kind of I was like, I didn't even know what to do with myself after a month of that. It was not the wildest Mayhem as far as time went.
I think, and anybody had no audio? What are we doing? Trying it again? Because we had audio.
Honestly,
YouTube.
I had huge issues with it. Like the HD processing is happening today finally, which that usually happens within 20 minutes of uploading. Yeah, if you still don't have audio, like try a different device. That's usually the best chance. I don't have a solution. I don't know. It happened for a percentage of people that wasn't small. Trust me, I've like for me to put in like the month of work that I did for all of it and then for the video to do that, like it's kind of devastating to me.
Since had audio in 360p.
It's so annoying. All of the quality was shit. I was like, I've never been so angry.
BT, thank you so much.
Thank you, BT.
We did stalk you not too long ago.
Oh, well, he sent me the photos. I showed them to you.
It's more fun when they think we stalk them. On their, we know you too.
Yeah.
No, and it was
find you.
Yeah, we had, and thank you for the super chat earlier as well.
That was from BT?
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Probably.
And yeah, the helicopter pilot stuff.
Yeah, it was funny because we were talking about helicopter, and he's like, "I'll be your helicopter." I was like, "You actually a helicopter?" He's like, "Yep." And he showed me the photos. I was like, "Oh, it's so rad." I want to go in a helicopter. I've told Nicole that a bunch, and she's like, "No, you cannot." Yeah, this is the remains of May. Did I? Oh, I don't need to replace the axle shaft. I was thinking I did. It just my wheel nut came loose. I lost a wheel nut, but I bought a whole nother set. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of tear down tonight and just inspect some things. I have a brake here, which I will fix. Not that maybe I'll run this again.
Literally, nobody wants to.
This is all I want to do is talk. I lived this car for a. Oh, I bet it's me.
I literally did not touch or move anything.
Yeah. No, I'm hitting buttons on the keyboard.
Thank you for the $2. TRX4M base Mayhem next year. Oh my gosh.
The problem with minis is that they're not very exciting. They're like to do stuff with. It's hard to make them
Anyway, everyone did a fantastic job. I loved how everybody said, "Man, that was a lot of work." And I was like, try having that much work in every week of a month for monthly Mayhem. That's why I'm not a big fan of monthly Mayhem. And no, I did not help whoever said that.
She helped by letting me be in here until 2 a.m. every night for almost a month.
Slow Dawn, how are you? I haven't seen you since, or talked to you since basically
Alabama.
No. Oh, please don't ruin the results. I still need to watch Matt's vid.
Oh, well, that's going to be quite tough at this point because you're in a live video and people are going to say it. So, yeah, that.
And it was awesome. It really was awesome. You guys just did such a good job.
So much. I haven't unpacked my tools even from when I went and ran. So.
The backwards body was so good.
Oh, I know. That was funny.
That was so, especially, having a nephew who loves tomato.
Yeah. That was, it was fun because there was was there 3 of us that did a lot of air? Yeah, there was, or 4 of us that did a lot of aero and 4 of us that didn't do a lot of aero work.
I do have to say that Tony was pretty hilarious.
The fact that Tony was able to put character in it for that long.
Man, it was pretty awesome. Yes. Tom Havel, thank you for the $5. Here's
What's
a
up?
donation
Aw.
for a zip tie or dab of glue for everyone's speed tracker.
My speed tracker, I had super glued the bottoms together twice.
Aw, Pen 64 Chevelle. First of all, love a 64 Chevelle. This challenge was one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. 8 winners, in my opinion. I have to agree.
It was, yeah. I definitely think we all won in our own way.
Dale, I think Josh should try.
I mean,
it
I
with a
actually
different
won, but-
device. Who would have thought direct drive would have worked so well?
I was surprised as well. Now, I will say that.
Oh yeah, Turks and Jerks was hilarious
Oh my God.
as well.
Yeah.
Craft therapy with Amanda, love it. I cried at the end of K-pop's video.
No, you didn't get to see the end of K-pop's by the time.
What was that? Was sounded fun. Hang on 1 second.
We literally have cats that are just over their own selves right now. Just ridiculous animals. Tim Hunsaker, what's going on, sir? Great job on Monthly Mayhem. By the way, Robot Crawler is done and ready to break it. Ooh, Tim, I need to go film this weekend out at Folsom for the 1/18 scale Capra and the TRX-4M. And I could bring my Sporty if you want to go crawling this weekend, maybe. Message me later.
Perry G, hello. How's it going? JD's RCs. Yeah. Somebody said, Ben and Nancy said to me, they're like, your hair doesn't look red.
Really?
Yeah, they both said that. I was like,
Your hair is red.
pretty red. Well, he just said, hey, red. Or, you know. But, yeah.
Sorry, trash can.
Okay. So yeah, it was awesome.
It was fun to watch all the videos.
Super fun.
None of us knew what each other got, so I was.
I enjoyed the guy from the UK as well.
Yeah.
It was just like a fun, different vibe.
Yeah, his name's Phil.
Phil, and he's just very pleasant.
Yeah, that's a good word.
He's just
Pleasant.
very like nice to watch.
He doesn't talk as much crap in public. In private, he was one of the ones that was really.
Really?
He was great.
I love it.
He was dishing it out.
There's West Desert Wheeler. Hey, we were just talking about how awesome and how personally my vote was for your truck.
She liked the tomater.
I did love Tomater, yes. Robbie, we were so bummed we missed your event, and we hope it was awesome.
We had a wedding, though, that I was unfamiliar with being on a weekend.
Zane, thank you for the $10.
Thank you.
Quattrucci. All of you did great. Thank you for all new channels to watch. Tomater, favorite looking rig of them all. All right. Yeah, West Desert. You got the +5 from me. Indy Bama, thank you so much for the $5. Hope you guys are doing great.
Yes.
Love this monthly Mayhem. Can't believe K-pop went that fast with Nitro. Next Mayhem, RC 4-wheel drive Go Fast Leafer.
That.
I don't know if you guys...
I don't know if they'll allow that.
Yeah, see, Tomaters was... Yeah. Did you see Tony's dispute vid?
Oh, I did not yet.
Oh, I can't wait.
Wait. I did see the Instagram one, I think. Calling everybody out. It's a cover up.
I love it. Oh, Perry G, I got nothing accomplished on Thursday because I was surprised at how well everyone did. Yeah, really, honestly. And we hope you guys, follow everybody. Go give a follow West Desert and everybody. I'm glad you liked the truck. It was all for fun. I knew Josh would outbuild mine, so I went for jokes and
Everybody went really fast.
It was awesome.
It's hard to imagine how hard it is to get a solid axle truck to stay and go fast.
Fantastic. Event was great. We raised over $8,000 in less than 24 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. All for cancer.
No small feat.
No, and you guys, I know how much hard work it is. Daryl Klein, thank you for the $5. Got my Wheels of Fortune picked out by Josh. Not what I would have chosen, but that's why I took the chance. I'm happy with my wheels.
I'm
Wheels.
Oh, you're gonna have to say Wheels of Fortune a lot.
Wheels. Zane, thank you again for the $5.
Ah.
Another couple for audio equipment.
I tell you, everything sounds great on my exported video, and then YouTube screws me. Like I can't tell you how like gutted.
Yeah, we're like kind of not talking about it right now.
Like it makes me like actually upset.
Yeah.
Like I'm.
Yeah. Who is the biggest surprise to you, Joshua?
Man. Biggest surprise. I mean, seeing K-pop go nitro was pretty surprising, right?
That's cool.
Super cool.
I wish it would have.
It would have. So like the 71, like we're all like, did that actually happen? K-pop, because like he did. Like we don't know. So
I mean, he disqualified. He's not gonna lie about it.
Well, that he knew he was disqualified. So did he like? He's an entertainer.
Who knows?
Like that's what we don't know. So many questions.
Ken Stoper, we love you. All right. So everyone got their Wheels of Fortune.
I put up a bunch more tonight.
Did you really pick it out?
Yeah, we everyone initialed the ones that they did. So you know who picked your wheels?
It's actually JDT, but it's like JDW.
Oh, wait.
Or is there's not a JDW?
No date. Mine just says JT. It's like a swoopy thing. JDW. I mean, but it's my signature, so it's kind of who knows what.
Yeah.
Who knows what you want to.
Carrie G, thank you for the $5. Tom Lee and Richard both started out with me going, huh, and ended up with me going, huh.
Honestly, super surprised by I mean, I liked Tom Lee's direct drive setup with the boat motor mounts, and I mean, it was wild.
All right, Joker 510714. Thank you for the $5. Hi, Nicole. Good to have you again. I'm sure Josh packed my Wheels of Fortune gray wheels gold beadlock ring.
That sounds like me.
I love the combo. First set of Vanquish.
Hey,
nice.
Awesome. It's a hell of a deal, but you know, it's like something fun for the holidays. It gets people to come to the site, and we actually just having fun. You know, things around this time of year are so hectic, and we're crazy busy. So it's just like, it's like a little bit of a loosen up the mood type deal.
What?
The Wheels of Fortune.
Oh.
Like it's fun. So it, you know.
Super fun. Do you have, does Vanquish sell just the interior for the Phoenix?
Not currently, but we will. But not currently.
Or maybe have one for Robbie Chapman.
So,
somewhere.
It is one of those things that we will add. It's just.
BT sent you a Facebook request. Feel free to stalk all you want.
Okay, I know your actual name, so that's fine. I get most of the Facebook messages. I'm like, I don't know them, so I don't respond. So, but since I actually know your name, I'll be able to. Because it's like through Instagram, like, I don't know your real name.
Whoever did it did a great job. So, anyway, friend ordered a box after seeing my deal. Thank you for the $2. CCXRC, because I always want to say CCRC. This should help you lawyer up. We just heard about this dispute bid. So
I have to see the full one. I saw the Instagram teaser.
I'm super excited.
So what I'm super excited about is seeing the inside of my differential.
Tony, we all very much enjoyed your video.
Tony, I told you, and
It was the only reason I sat down and watched any of them, because I saw your...
Nicole sat down and watched the entire video.
Because it was like a movie.
It was. She watched with me all of Matt's video, all of your video, all of Tom Lee's. You watched Tomater. What else did we watch? You watched all of Richard's as well. Saw all of his.
Yeah.
His was short, so it was easy to see.
I mean, I thought they were all great. Somebody said stepbrother vibes. Brandon said that earlier too.
Hi, Sook. Hi, baby.
Does your builder's kit does not come with grease, does it?
No, it does not.
Grizz, we're glad you're doing well, buddy.
Yeah.
One way to get over one woman is with another.
Over one is to get over on.
Under one's over another.
Yeah, to get under another, something like that.
I don't know.
You're welcome.
Chris, my friend Chris is here.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Has she seen your video?
She did not watch my video.
I did not.
I did not let her watch my video. I was like, you don't need to watch all of mine.
T Butter says, tell my girlfriend to let me get a builder's bundle. That
Before I left work,
sounds
I put,
like a personal. We don't get involved in those issues.
She definitely should, though, because I put some on the site, and I don't know. Yeah, I have to look. I don't know if there will be any more.
Oh my god. Chief, you're too big.
What is up with all of our cats today?
Casey Crawler, has anyone noticed the website's wrong in the builder's bundle? Thank you for the $5.
It's wrong on the builder's bundle. Oh, no, the website's wrong on the box? Whoops, that'd be my fault.
Oh, I'm not she. Has she seen your video? Oh. Probably not.
Hi, Sook.
Sookie!
Stop showing your butt.
What, really?
Be a lady. Now I'm going to look at my email.
Read. It's Cheeto. CHEE.
TOH? Or just TO?
TOH.
I don't think it's TOH.
Sorry,
I have to go look at my email to see what my proof says.
but if that was not is not correct, then I can get you the correct of it. Tony, thanks for watching. This is nothing against you. I'm gathering video evidence from past live streams to help prove my case. Oh shit. That's literally my nightmare. I was thinking about that the other night. I'm like, my brother-in-law would be just a fabulous politician, not in any bad way, in a good way, because he's so very likable. And I was like, man.
I'd be that brother. Like,
I was like, yeah, we're the
liabilities.
Yeah. I was like, I'm for real. I'm the liability.
What? These cats. I can't believe the website is wrong on the box.
What is?
VQ. Hey, get her out of that, would you?
Get out of that, please. And thank you. Okay.
Man.
Thank you, Casey Crawler.
Whoops.
Toxic Crawlers, thank you for the $5. Is Turks and Jerks truck still under warranty? What?
Is it still under warranty?
Awesome job on the truck. Watched all of them at work. Got paid for it.
Yeah, that's a full day's work there. Nice work.
What?
Like to get paid for it.
Yeah.
Watching them. I gotta find the top to this thing.
Definitely, definitely John C. Reilly.
Who, me?
No. Tony.
Oh, yeah.
So,
They're too much tonight.
Jesse, we're glad to see you here.
Yes.
Hi, Jan. All right.
Almost.
There we go. Everyone's calm now.
The cats are calm for a moment.
Yeah, time for all 8 of you to crawl with them. That was what I wanted to know. Can I petition for a free 30-second Allen wrench to be included with VP wheels?
You know.
Who's that lady in your house?
Hello, Miss Lady.
How wide is that weird?
My rear wing, 230 millimeters.
+5 for best call. I agree. Must have been hard to cut all those materials by yourself, says Tony.
Well, it wasn't, because Nicole can vouch that I was in my garage cutting all of these materials myself by hand, including the titanium with a file. I whittled them out of sheets.
Taz Taylor is from. He said it when we come to the UK. Beers on him.
Hey, can they be cold?
No, stop.
Please,
Stop.
please.
You're ridiculous. Fam Jam is, I'm guessing, one of their events. Yeah, we'd love to be there. Are you kidding?
I mean,
Joker, thank you for the $2. Part number of VP drivers for Wheel Hardware. Wheel Hardware.
wool. Let's see if I can guess it first. VPS 08401. Let me double check. 08401. Let me double. Damn it, I was wrong. That's just the tool tip. So it'll be 23405. Nope.
Okay.
Damn it, which one is it? Hold on.
So Josh said that if you are not getting audio on your video, try it on a different device. It's kind of a Utah, what did I just say? YouTube thing.
Yeah.
8405.
8405? Is that right?
Carl says that. Buck Dandy.
Okay.
Zane, thank you for the $5. Sorry for the bad subject earlier. Not
your fault. It's just a soft spot for me. Yeah. You want these. Cover your face. You want the standard tool set. They're the clear handles with the blue, red, and gray tips.
Mental health charity event, crawling, bashing, and pure mayhem. You will fit in perfectly.
The mental health part as well.
Yeah. Troy, good evening. You too, first time with Friday Night Live. Welcome. Wanted to thank Josh for the advice he gave me, and I bought my VS410 today. Just got it today.
Hey, congratulations.
No Loctite on VP wheels.
No.
No Loctite.
Don't use Loctite. The screws are just super small. You don't want Loctite on that type of thing. 8410 sounds more right, Buck Dandy.
Tom Havel, thank you for the $5. Loving my Wheels of Fortune that Josh picked out. Just wishing that I got all 4 bars instead of 2. Hashtag math is hard.
I screwed up. We have a tally going at work.
All right, well, you're going to fix it?
Well, yeah, everyone who gets... but FAM is going through, and every time he gets an email, it's like, oh, guess who screwed up this one? Wow. He puts a check mark in it. I'm in second place right now.
That's great for
morale?
Yeah. That's good for who fucked up the most? You did.
I mean, hey.
You did. You jeez Louise.
Hey, we do not live in a coddly office. I'll tell you that. You have to survive.
Wrapped Graphics, enjoy your Saturday afternoon with some coffee stouts and watching uploads.
Hey, nice.
I missed 2-1. How embarrassing. RC4 Swap, I love your videos and live stream. Keep it going. A big hug from Portugal. Well, a big hug back to Portugal.
Yeah.
Tony, thank you for the $5. When will this build be up for sale on your site? Can I get insider trading info before it posts? Sure. If you're going to buy it, sure.
This one is not leaving. Ever.
Oh my God, you literally say that about everything.
No.
You say that about everything.
Okay, these shelves are getting a little bit more full of things I can't sell. But
everything.
No, I'm not very. I don't hold on to things a lot. But I'm not attached to a lot of things.
Do you speak to your mother with that lying mouth of yours?
I'm seriously not.
If you're not attached,
I'd sell most things in this room cheap.
Toxic crawlers. Thank you for the $5. Do the mystery wheels come with front sand tires? Oh, is there any chance the Pro will be back up on sale? I had to wait till I got paid to buy it, but I think I missed it by 15 minutes.
Oh, I can't confirm that it will be or not at this point. Like, it's a possibility. Like, we keep putting them up, like things up and down, like just to keep bringing people in. It might be later in the month.
Wrapped Graphics, thank you so much for the $10. Big talk. Start naming price, Josh. Thank you, Chris Kelly. Ow. Ow.
So I took the temp of the axle housing after like one of the runs, and the plastic itself was like 140 some degrees, or 135, I think, when I shot it on camera. It was getting hot. So I wanted to open it up and see what the grease looked like in there, what the gears looked like, because it also kind of clicked after the return and braking of one of them, and I was just like, I really want to check what it looks like in there.
Wow, look at how sweet you're being.
I don't know what her deal is.
Anybody's deal is.
It's 140 WTF. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe we need to
Wrapped Graphics. Thank you
get a
very much.
carbon monoxide detector or something.
You think that everyone's just like a little high? Like just a little loopy? Like, I love you. I love you so much. So,
Yeah.
no one else checked the diff temps. Yeah, I know.
Oh, Phoenix, I love that. For a great time, call the like button. Wait. Oh, live stream where you guys go over the rules
Oh.
for his hashtag class action. Thank you, Wrapped Graphics. West Desert Willer said, my diff looks surprisingly good after all my runs leading to the final polls when I swapped in overdrive gears.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Of course, I'm only doing this to keep attention on the contest, but I need some timestamps to make a funny conspiracy video. Yes. Oh my god. I love it.
The diffs look perfect. I could have swore I heard something moving.
Allowed to go 6S, use rockets, open diffs.
See,
Jason M, thank you for the $5. Just how much influence does Josh have at Vanquish? Can he get us purple wheels?
we've talked about purple. So
Purple is a tough color.
it's not as bad. It's just like another color to add. I feel like the teeth have a little shine to them. But if anything, like maybe I would do like a special run of them, like just for fun. But it's, man, the diff is smooth now. Almost like it's been polished in. There's a lot less grease than I thought I would have put on here, though. And there's not a lot in the housing, so must have just vaporized it.
Think of all the Vanquish Joker builds.
Oh, God. Yeah.
True. Very true.
But someone had mentioned open diffs. If there was an open diff for this size gear, we would have, but there isn't. Like these diffs, the ring gear is so small that the size of the inner diff would be so tiny you would never it would never hold. The gears would just explode.
What does John Robb have for purple? People like.
He's got servos.
Sweet.
Jesus.
RC Underdog. My
Hey, what's
good
going
friend,
on?
Thank you for the $5. Just got his Builder's Bundle and Wheels of Fortune. Love both. Fingers crossed the chassis bundle becomes a permanent product. I mean, it has a SKU.
I know, but it's also one of my throwaway SKUs.
Indie Bama said, thank you for the $2. Come on, Josh. Purple's my favorite color. I'd love you forever.
I thought it'd be like maroon, crimson or something. Isn't that Bama colors? He's got it right in the name.
It's almost like Vanquish made these trucks go slow, says Tony.
I lost a screw. Damn it.
Yeah, limited edition, 100K per set. Purple titanium.
I mean, that pinion looks... it looks heat treated a little bit.
Was pink a limited run? Yeah, pink is always...
We did it for breast cancer. We've done it twice for breast cancer month. And then proceeds go to Susan G. Coma. But...
So, Mr. Tomley introduced me to you guys. Do you have events every month?
No. So, I know the monthly Mayhem, it sounds a little bit like it would be every month. month of Mayhem maybe would have been a little bit better. But so Matt is Scale Builders Guild, and he and have done them like 6 times up to this point, but it's only been us 2. And this was the first time we were just like, I want to invite other people and bring, so we had 6 people join us to make it a little bit more fun. And I'm really glad that we did. I think in the future, we'll continue to invite people to join in. It was a lot. It's like kind of herding cats. YouTubers are kind of, we all have our own personalities. So it was a lot of fun though, but trying to add more than 8 would be difficult. So, we'll mix it up probably. I got to go grab work towels. Entertain the people.
Henry Urbina, good to see you. I have not seen you in quite a while. Zuck, you are something, man. Are you going to have a group discussion? That's what I said. I think they need to do like a group chat or something, like a group Instagram or something like that, because it would be so much fun to hear everybody's thoughts together. Oh, man. Thank you for the $5, Scott. We appreciate it. Joshua's the last one to get his video uploaded. Well, he worked on it until the second he uploaded it, let me tell you. Brandon shorted an IFS on Scott Oaklander.
I screwed up Scott's too.
Brandon
Did?
Yeah.
Well, that.
Yeah, a Brady Bunch Zoom stream. I think that would be so fun.
Can you imagine all of us trying to talk over each other? All of us trying to do our intros? What's going on?
Oh, I see. I see why he left us. Got my Bronco in June, and I have been doing a lot of 1-1. Henry Urbina.
Oh, yeah. We're Facebook friends, so I get to see every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, everyone really liked Richards as well.
Oh, yeah. Because I think most people in here, like, understand Richard's humor. Like, it's... God. You have to understand that he's being... Like, if you... So there was some comments that are just like... Even Tony sent us a screenshot of, like, a shitty comment. Like, glad I'm not you. Like, oh, shit. He goes, I didn't get comments like this until I started hanging out with you guys.
Oh, my God. Yep. Tony did need pit vipers.
Yeah, the fact that Tony didn't invest in pit vipers for that is a lack of commitment.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody can do a voice. Getting pit vipers takes...
I freaking love my pit vipers. They're my favorite thing in the world.
Nicole wears them non-ironically.
Yeah, because I had...
it's just her background coming out.
I had Liam put them on, Brandon's son, who has a mullet, and made him take pictures with it. And Brandon was like, "Oh my God, do you wear those?" I was like, "Yeah, I wear those. I have the rig on it and everything." I'm like, "These are amazing." Like, come on. Scott said, "I liked Richard. It was short." Thank you. Walter Sobchak. I'm at PF Chang's watching.
Can you get me Szechuan beef?
I love it. He lost his voice though. Thomas, it's okay. Better late than never, right?
This all still looks fine.
Who ran around in their underwear?
Help me, Tom Cruise. Josh was making fun of my heat waves because they look like blue blockers. I thought what I say is blue blockers or HD vision, whatever.
What are heat waves?
They're like a pit viper kind of.
Oh, not as cool as a pit viper though. Buck Dandy, thank you for the $5. So Josh, what do you think Matt's car needed to go 70? I was thinking more motor. Thoughts?
Yeah, he motor and battery. He didn't have enough battery, and I don't think he did. Well, I know he didn't do the battery math. I think with more I think more battery alone would have got him, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles an hour at least. And then from there, I think maybe motor or just gearing options. That Arma's got a massive spur. Where like I'm using a Losi SCTE and I'm running a 39 tooth spur, where I think his is probably closer to like a 50 or better.
Matthew Jorgensen, RC Crawler of Connecticut. Thank you for the $2. The quality of the kit was key to everyone's success. Well, thank you for saying that.
They held together really well. I was like, none of those parts, though. I mean, I broke some carbon fiber. I broke and bent a couple rear axle shafts, and I busted a servo, which I took that servo apart and inspected it, and it doesn't look like there's something super fine. I even got out my little USB microscope and like inspected the gears. Couldn't find the issue.
I wondered why that was out.
Yeah, I was inspecting gears. When I got that USB microscope, let me tell you how much Nicole was obsessed with it.
I was like a child. I remember when I got my first microscope as a kid and like made slides all the time.
Nerd.
Yeah, for real. I was like, let me see what one of my skin cells looks like. Like, you know.
Yep.
Goodness. Gunner's here.
Cool.
Well, somebody said that your drone shots looked wonderful, Gunner.
The drone shots helped so much. I was a big fan. Are you chewing on a tube of grease? Give it. Stop it. I don't know how that got down there. Tastes like crap, doesn't it?
Did it come out?
A little.
Who was it?
Sucky.
Oh, man.
So
I don't know what Thaffy is on steroids, so she's
got roid rage.
I'm pretty sure she's sundowning, honestly. I think she's sundowning.
It's something special.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Okay. I was looking at this number.
Gaia.
I was like, what is going on? But there we go. Suppose we'll just re-grease and reassemble. Call it good. You know what? We'll use this tube of grease that got so handy. I just have to plug the holes where the little teeth marks are.
I like this one, Sonic Moto USA. Late joining. Is there going to be a wrap-up video? Or
Yes.
Will it be discussed Wednesday?
So Matt and I are going to do a wrap-up video. And then I think both Matt and I will be doing follow-up videos on our cars. And I think most of the guys are going to do some sort of follow-up video. So
Are you going to Somebody said they rewatch once it's not in 360p.
yeah. So hopefully mine is, and if it doesn't, I'm going to re-upload mine.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I'm going to leave the old one and just re-upload again.
Jesse says Mercury is in retrograde.
What does that mean?
It's just that things are happening because of that.
Like astrology?
I guess you guys were talking about something earlier. I don't know. I wasn't listening to you when you were talking.
Get out of there.
Bart Hockerman, thank you for
What's up,
coming.
Bart?
SEMA show ended. Just want to watch this. Well, we're glad you're here. Hope you had a good time at SEMA.
Bart's how I got those anti-gravity batteries that that when the power was going out and I had them set up for you. The power cell.
Ooh, those super nice ones. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, something I can use.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Uranus is in Gatorade too.
Perfect. Dad joke.
Approved.
Yeah.
Love me a good dad joke.
Josh, if I'm going to design my own 1/10 scale on-road RC car, what parts, bend, diff, should I look at?
1/10 scale on-road. Do you mean like 200 millimeter type sedan? Parts, bend, diff. Man.
Forest.
I
said beers.
I wish I had a better answer for you there. I have so little on-road experience, except for cars that are never supposed to be on-road. So I'm going to be of zero help there. I'm just trying to think. Yep, 200 millimeter. Ugh.
Art, I'm glad you found your 330 seconds. Ridge RC, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yep, good times. Ended up ordering some Red Cat lowriders since their booth was next aisle over. Awesome. Glad they were there.
God, I saw so many good photos from SEMA. So many good builds. Oh yeah, I did 75 that whole time on stock drive shafts.
Gunnar actually said you didn't get to 75. Time for some Armageddon.
Gunnar made that call out after he was with me filming. He's like, if Josh doesn't hit 75, he has to hold back Armageddon. I'm like, well, you were with me, and I can't say shit because this is before the video comes out, but...
Did I miss when those hats will be coming out?
Probably like early next week. We have this one, and then we have a brown color as well, which I brought home.
Do you want me to get it?
Sure.
Thomas, thank you for the $5.
No question.
Bart, I love that. He's gonna build Donk RC.
Ooh, Donk RC drag car specifically.
I was all about Red Cat's.
Oh, Nicole. So Red Cat was next to us at Proline by the Fire. And Nicole, yeah, she was all in on the lowriders. She's like, why don't you have anything cool like this? I was like, will you shut up? Like, why can't be supportive? No. She's always supportive. She's my number one cheerleader. So much so that I can't believe anything she says. Like, that's so good. I'm like, this looks like crap. My video is shit. It's look at this quality. She goes, it's good. I'm like, no, it's not.
Oh, I know, poor you for having
so,
this. Like,
I know.
I'm so supportive. I could be a freaking sports bra. Like, give me.
That's not supportive.
Break.
That's just.
This is the brown one. Good.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Not much of a hat person, but just in case you want to see it.
So we have brown and black that will go up. This black is the XL, the 2XL.
Yeah, I did look like I worked for UPS. Do you guys do those in flat bills?
No.
They pick out what they like.
I know.
Is Nicole your sugar mama? Definitely not.
No.
That's why I have to be supportive.
Yeah. She's emotionally supportive. Like,
yeah.
She's got that going for her.
That's all you're getting out of it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, everyone gives Josh a hard time, but like, I'm doing pretty good. I'm fine. Need to make that Red Cat 59 or 64 Impala go 70 miles an hour.
Let me tell you, I don't know that platform. I've seen those bodies in person. They are very detailed in so many pieces. I think we would all have a very bad time at the end trying to put them all back together.
Are you rebuilding to see if it'll go faster?
I'm going to rebuild. The thing is I think I need more motor. I did mine on a 540 motor. So I was the fastest. And I think maybe one of the only people running a 540. So, but
You are so right, Brazen Scale.
what?
Every successful man has an amazing woman stand up next to him. I wouldn't be here without my wife's support.
She's pretty all right.
Walter Sobchak, thank you for the $5.
I do need some rod end replacements.
Yeah, a three-wheeler.
What?
A three-wheeler like Mayhem would be fun. You could do like a 2-week one.
It's a month. So
Just because of the alliteration doesn't work doesn't mean you can't do it.
yeah, bi-weekly mayhem sounds not good.
Are we gonna see a Harley Design speed tour with all the speed run nightmares?
Yes.
Gunnar says he's definitely gonna see how much faster this thing can go. Because Josh does not have enough to do ever.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like I revisited the TRX-6. I feel like this one has 80 in it. It was super planted. Oh, Walter Sobchak. I get from. Now I get it. The from Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Walter, don't roll on the Sabbath.
Can we make it fly? Checkered pass. Hello. Which motor and ESC?
What would I go to? I mean, right now it's a 540 Holmes Polar Pro 4100. And as far as what I would go to, I don't know. I'd have to... Like a 4100 on 4S is already like outside of the realm of what it should be.
Mark it to 0.
Market 0.
Mark it 0.
You're over the line.
Josh, did you put the overdrive gears in those diffs?
I did not. Mine is stock axles completely.
Oh my god. Tony says, wait until you see the soundbite I found from Josh and Matt. It's going to be classic. Jeez.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Did you suddenly recognize what Matt felt with the TRX-6 when the car crashed?
Oh, boy. I mean, it was definitely... I was not happy. And I don't know that it was the same thing that like Matt felt, because Matt's was so obviously a total loss. The sound of his, like he put that clip in the video of his mayhem of when that thing hit the curb, and you could just hear the energy go from all out to dead stop. Like there's been no clip in a video like that that's made me...
Daniel Rothwell, I might be drunk. I love your channel. Thank you and probably.
Hey, you know what?
Probably and thank you.
Sometimes you got to be a little drunk.
Yeah. Next monthly Mayhem Wife Edition. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be the shortest videos ever. Like, I'm not doing it.
There's the box that's still sealed.
Yeah, like, I don't know why you're filming this. Yeah. I'm not doing this.
Like, you can film all day. Have fun. The impact sound was disturbing even for an RC car.
Yeah.
Scott Oplander, thank you for the $2. No flat bills, I approve. Rebecca versus Nicole would be like, all right, let's go on a trip.
Yeah, we're going to go do research.
Yeah, bye.
Like, just give us the cameras, we'll film it. Like, we didn't film anything. Excuse me.
What would that live stream consist of? Not RCs. That's for sure.
Yeah. Nope.
Was RC Review the only one who put a rear panhard on? I don't remember seeing anyone else with one specifically.
No, he's definitely the only one. So with a triangulated 4-link, typically you would not want a rear panhard because it would inherently add bind. But since there is still movement, he added that, and since he didn't need a lot of travel, it did work.
Stretch, thank you for the $2. Have you looked at Race Car Engineering Magazine?
No, I need to remember. Let me look that up real quick. I'm going to just put it in my phone.
Still magazines? Is your wife edition seeing how fast you can make your wife leave?
So, let's see. There we go. Is this it? Yes. There we go. It's open on my phone so I can...
Go back to it?
Yep. I can't believe that there's still
a
decent magazine.
Yeah, or a magazine that is like...
What?
For that.
Well, I mean...
Seems like that could be a website.
I mean, it could be, but people who like all of those things are like, I'd really like this in print. Oh, during Matt's video, he's talking, going through it, and we were watching it last night. And he shows the livery he found, which is a Dodge Viper with a martini paint job. And it was a piece of paper printed out. And Nicole goes, "Did he print that?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, he's like, that's a lot of ink. It was like flashbacks to 90s kid, like growing up in the 90s and being like, "Ooh, that is a lot of ink." Like, and like the paper's being
like
wet.
You're trying like that.
Like you print it out and the paper's all wavy and like,
oh, it's from British F1 engineers. Okay, that's cool.
But she was like, "He like printed it?" Like, yeah. She's like, "Is it for his vision board?" I'm like, "Yeah, like exactly that."
You can't. Matt's not here. You can't say things.
Oh, I'll make fun of it. Timestamp it. 50 minutes in. Matt, 50 minutes in. Matt, we're talking shit.
Like, it's just stuff. Only stuff that I'll say to him. I'm not saying, you know what I mean. Like,
I'll make fun of him.
I know. That's what I mean. He's not here. He can't defend himself.
That's unimportant. Unimportant detail. Roku? Is that Roku?
No. Is it? No. Other way around.
Oh, other way around. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
It is the time of year coming up to the holidays where you just get flooded with these absolutely garbage, like YouTube cooperation things. Like, would you be interested in?
Why this time of year?
Because like coming up to the holidays, they're trying to push before, you know, they want brand videos put up. Like I got one today. Like, would you like to try our batteries? Like AA, 9-volt, AAA. I'm like,
batteries. You should have said yes. Batteries are expensive.
yeah. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, make a video about it? Like, you know, my favorite brand of battery. It would go right along with my NASCAR Wonder Bread.
But wait, that I use in this. Whoops. I got it.
You gonna put them in the right way?
That was not my problem. That was not my fault.
Yes, it was. Not the year, but the last time. We got something. I was like, "You put the batteries in it." I was like, "Can you put them in the right way?" She's like, "Yeah." Didn't work. Like, "Did you put the batteries in the right way?" "Yeah." Open it up. No, you didn't. Like, okay. I thought they went the other way. There's a picture of it. I didn't look at that.
Oh, hey, Nord from North.
Nord from North.
That's a great idea. Could not get the video to play through YouTube, but I got it to play from Harley Design's site.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I've heard if you go in the browser and not the app, it can work as well.
Hey, Greg did a Duracell F1 vid.
These weren't Duracell. If Duracell contacted me, absolutely. This was off-brand. Who was this? If you see the video from me pimping EBL brand batteries.
Well, now free. Look at that.
I don't know if they're any good yet.
I'm free.
I have not responded. I'm like, I'll show them on mail call on my Wednesday video. Like,
oh, that's a good one. Flat end of the battery always goes to the spring. This actually did not have a spring in it.
It was a little bit different than normal.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It wasn't super.
Yeah, just holding out for that Duracell money. Of course.
So, you know, I won't pimp just any brand's batteries. What is that?
Okay, trash boat, which I like that. Video didn't work on my phone, but worked fine on my PC.
Yeah, that's the different device thing I was talking about.
Oh, I thought you just meant like a different phone.
Well, sure, that would work. What is that sound? You hear that?
Yeah?
I didn't crash bad enough for it to be a I don't know. Could be, maybe not.
Was it that?
That's what I'm wondering.
What is that?
That's my servo.
Oh, it sounds like that. Somebody uses EBL radios, and they're good.
Batteries?
Yeah. Batteries, that's what I meant.
Ooh, that's some rubbing right there. Look at that. Look at that drive shaft. See right there?
Yeah. I know what a drive shaft is. They have those on full-size vehicles. They don't have servos in full-size vehicles, so.
I mean, it's not 100% true.
Oh, okay.
We got some movement now, but I'm not sure why.
Let me see. Somebody else wants to see.
It's getting there. Well,
Maybe you popped a tooth on one of the servo gears.
that's like I had that happen, I think, but it still moves. It like it goes. So I don't know. It's just making like a little tick, tick, tick. I mean, I changed that one out. Well,
Maybe it was that.
nah. I think it came from somewhere else.
That came from in this. That was a ball cup thing.
That was a lock nut,
All right.
actually. I went with all titanium hardware across the bottom, so that if I got any good sparks, psh, psh, psh.
Prius has a steering servo. I said full-size vehicles. That's like a golf cart. I'm sorry. I know that they're great for the environment. I'm just not a huge fan of the look of Priuses. No offense if you
Are a Prius
Yeah.
lover.
If you love Priuses, like awesome. But
They're
I mean, good for you.
right.
But you can also get electric vehicles now that aren't Priuses. So
You can. Ooh, that screw head is mighty distorted. There we go.
Mike and the boys love the Prius. And brass parts coming out for the F10 portals.
Not anytime soon. We don't do much brass in that way. We do brass in other parts because they are on different types of machines. But if we run brass on like our normal production stuff, and you can't mix the chips with the aluminum then. So it would be like, this machine is only doing brass right now, or there's a lot of reasons.
Matt Jorgensen, you are correct. Somebody said, but DK doesn't live where he's not setting off wildfires. We would be setting off wildfires with titanium or magnesium blocks on the
Oh
floor.
yeah, some magnesium. Yeah. I'm already terrified enough with doing like speed run things with these cars in California. Like,
I mean, seriously, I have to be careful.
yeah.
I did watch some of them,
Some of what?
the videos.
You watched most of the
Yeah.
videos. You just didn't get to see all of it, and I didn't let you watch mine.
How
Into that?
much more do the aluminum portals covers weigh over stock?
Oh, I don't really know. I guess that never really did the weight difference calc. Just, for strength and performance is why we make them.
Agreed. I meant to the driving 51 miles a day round trip on 1 gallon of gas is kind of, yeah.
I mean,
100%. 100%.
I get the.
I
I would be somewhat interested in an electric car. I mean, not a lot interested, but somewhat.
would be somewhat interested in never having a car payment again. So only buying vehicles that have lifetime powertrain warranties.
Yeah. I mean, other than our Sprinter van,
It's not
which
happening.
you agreed to. You remember? You wanted it.
I said it was nice. That is not me wanting anything.
You're like, yes, let's get the
I was like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
let's get the Sprinter van. Let's get this high top, long wheelbase 4-wheel drive Sprinter van.
That sounds like me. That definitely sounds like me.
You said I could see driving one of these.
No, like I envisioned it, and I still don't want it. So
I don't know that's how that conversation went.
but there's a lot of talking about it now.
About what Sprinter van you want?
No, about EVs.
See what you've done?
I know.
See what you've done.
Oh, they have the sound systems. Yeah, I've seen those for the.
So we had traveled to an event in 2012 in Buena Vista, Colorado. And we were traveling with one of my friends, Jason, who was the owner of RC Crawler. And we were in his Suburban. And he had
Jason
one of the.
is the biggest character.
Yeah. And he had one of these cigarette lighter plug-in speakers to make it sound like some rowdy V8 as a goof. But he put it in that thing and just left it there and drove Nicole insane. And he knew what he was doing.
You both did.
Oh my God, it was hilarious.
It was not hilarious. Like, after a few hours, it was not hilarious anymore. Like, and it would, but it, so how did it went with like the acceleration?
Yeah.
Like, it could like, it would have a GPS or something?
No, it can sense like the fluctuation in the electrical from the alternator and everything.
Oh my God, I was so mad at you guys. It was like, I'm like, yeah, 2 hours when it starts to get real funny.
When you really commit to the joke is when things start getting hilarious.
No, I was in the backseat. That's why there's not a speaker somewhere along the mountain between Buena Vista and Denver. I don't. Does Jason still own RC Crawler?
Yeah.
He still does. Yeah, I don't think it's his fault it's being run into the ground. I think it's just a end of the era, right?
Forums are a tough
Yeah,
one right now.
that's what I mean.
But, you know.
Cody, I have seen an Earth Roamer.
She sent me a photo of one day, actually. She goes, this thing's
I was
amazing.
driving next to one on the highway in Sac, and I was like, what is this? And then, yeah, and then I looked at them, and I was like, hey, can I have half a mil for a van?
Yeah. It was, she's like, oh, I did not understand.
Yeah, I was like, I just thought it looked cool. Like, not that cool.
Yeah. Oh, my sacrificial piece is a
And
little...
I was like, if I had that much money to spend on a vehicle, I would have a private plane take me places.
That's not the point. It's after you have your private plane take you somewhere, then what are you going to drive when you want to go off the grid?
I don't.
I don't want to go off the grid
Ever.
either.
That's
I want to be connected to the... If I could always have a connection to the grid, I would be...
well, I don't care that, but I just want running water. Like,
I want running water and internet and climate control.
yes, I do want a private plane so I won't miss another vacation. I didn't.
She didn't miss it. She just had to go twice.
Did you guys ever hunt when you lived in Nebraska? Limited out pheasant today. Good job.
Ah, yes, we did. We did a lot of pheasant hunting as well. I won't tell my
No.
pheasant stuff.
We're good.
Nicole's not a big fan of hunting. She doesn't really
You don't have
care.
anything
She grew up.
against it?
She grew around it. She just doesn't like it.
We're not eating it, so
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't really like
that's
pheasant.
my only issue. We're not. I mean, I do like pheasant, but
I don't like
I
pheasant.
do. Do you have a subwoofer in your garage or
No.
your Gladiator? Gladiator.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. Customs will still find me. I'm definitely on a list somewhere. What kind of electric vehicle would we'd consider?
I like the Mach E. Oops, that was me. I hit it with my toe. There you go.
I do too, actually. I think it looks
I don't like that they call it a Mustang. I don't think, but I like it.
okay. That's the only thing I don't like about pheasant.
Is what?
Buckshot.
Yeah.
I don't like any. That's the thing. I don't like anything hunted like that because I don't like any buckshot. But I mean, as long as I get it out, then you're okay. I don't know.
Yeah, that's do I miss the hunting there? I'm kind of I enjoy like the target side of things more than the actual like hunting. Like I like going to the range. But I don't miss the hunting side as much. It's just so much work. And I have so
I
many
knew that was what you were going to say.
so many other things to do. Like to be for one, a responsible hunter, you have to be legit. You have to be legit prepared.
Yeah.
And
it's too much work.
It's too much work.
Stretch, thank you for the $2. Vanquish going to do a 1/18th kit or a 1/6th kit?
Oh, I would love. I mean,
Toad Daddy's at
I would
Flat
love to do a
Nasty.
1/6, but no. So I didn't get to use my carbon fiber bits during the challenge because I didn't get mounts made. But they came out so good with the blue speckles in them. But I didn't get the mounts made for them.
Oh, you didn't use those? Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I had to rebuild everything, so I never got the chance. So the time I needed to do this was when I was doing the staying up all night.
Clumsy. Yeah, where you stayed up all night freaking...
That was before it was broken.
I see.
I needed another night of that, and it was when I had to do all this crap. So, such a bummer. But I'll get them on there now.
Josh just wants children to smash an ice cream cone in their face.
Remember me, kid. That's the joke.
I know. No, I don't know what you were saying. But
It was the joke from the
But the event you...
Pro Line by the Fire. Yeah. That's where it came from.
Yeah, I assumed.
Listen, you can't coddle these kids these days. He needed to be shown. Not how I actually feel.
Mr. 1998 Jeep Cherokee said that he likes the look.
Thank you.
No,
Of this.
of a Mach-E.
I do like the look of the Mach-E.
Dream Smasher.
Dreams.
No, the kid didn't cry, and Josh would never make a child cry.
I
on
legit
purpose.
felt bad.
Yeah, like, he didn't
but I
embrace
wanted
it.
to win.
You're just maybe don't.
Not against the kid, but the whole thing. If it was just the kid, if it would have only been one round, I'd have let it go. I was there to be made it to the final. Didn't win. Got second place.
Maybe you could not win,
I didn't win.
or maybe you could just not play.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Seems rude to not participate.
Yeah,
People put a lot of effort in.
karma. Thank you, karma. Exactly. The kid from Pro Line by the Fire got a hold of me and asked to borrow the Raminator. I said yes. Let's bet.
By next Pro Line by the Fire, I'll be heavier than that Raminator.
Josh did not actually make a kid cry. Josh
didn't.
ended up getting paired with somebody on a pull off. And it ended up with his TRX 6000 or whatever, that heavy one, and it ended up being a kid that he had to go.
And the kid didn't even care. He didn't cry. He didn't really care.
No,
He's just like, whatever.
It's cool. He got to play against you.
He didn't know who I was.
Oh. Well.
He was just there with his mom. If that kid's watching things on YouTube, it's somebody likely more entertaining than me.
I hope so, man. Would not be a very...
He's watching the Blues Clues Blibbly guy. What was that guy's name? He's like the most popular YouTuber ever.
Watch YouTube. I don't know.
But Bigsby Bluck. He's super popular. He talks about earth roamers or earth movers and not PewDiePie. He is obviously also one. I think he might be the most popular. But he wears suspenders and goofy shirts and stuff. Flippy. That's what it is.
It's not a YouTube thing.
Yes, it is. Isn't it?
Oh, wait. Blippy and Bluey are different things. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Blippy.
Okay.
He's...
Buck Danny, thank you for the $5. I know we're not supposed to ask RC questions on here, but since you're my bestie, I'll let it slide. Is there anything different you would have done to this awesome truck?
The only thing I would have done is I would have allowed for... So I guess two things. I would have designed around being able to put a bigger motor in this car. Because right now, it's going to be very hard to put an 8 scale motor in here. And that's what I think it needs.
Somebody said, I bet he knows who you are now, doesn't he? Oh, Heavy RC says, my kids love him. I want to burn him in a pile of garbage.
I heard that's a shared thing with parents.
Oh,
Like, if I have to listen to another.
Oh, see, yeah, that's me and Peppa Pig. I can't do Peppa Pig.
Yeah, the snorting bothers you so much.
So much. No, it's impolite.
Nicole and I we were like there with him and like turned it on, and we were both like, oh, sorry. We were both like
No.
ugh.
No.
Ugh.
I'm like, who wants to watch Blaze and the Monster Machines? Oh, Dale, getting more dirt. Guess how many trucks?
Ooh, 8 loads. 16 yards.
I make him look like a dick. Would 1/6 scale motor be worse than 1/8?
I think that it would be diminishing return. I think you'd be heavier without the added power over it wouldn't be needed. I think a 1/8 scale motor would be all I would need.
He said 350 yards.
What? You trying to raise the elevation of your house?
Go back to a rubber tire so it'll ballon, and give
Balloon
and give better roll out and higher top speeds.
I think I would run into other clearance issues at that point, and I don't think that. I mean, I could just go that way, but I don't.
He has 16.6 million subs.
Yeah.
Is there anything special about making the carbon fiber 3D printed molds? Sizing and gaps in CAD? I saw yours and Matt's parts and they look great. I'm super interested. I'm advanced with CAD.
I plan on doing a video specifically on it, but no. After I came up with the method that I showed Matt, it makes it so much easier. Really, you just make I'll show it more in depth, but no. You make the mold so that there's no undercuts, obviously. I pour the silicone to make the buck, and then
Blank?
no, like the inner buck. I don't know what you call it. The negative, the positive, female, male. There's really not much to it. I'll go through it in a video because it's something I really enjoy, and something that I'm super excited about the process and how well and how much easier it is than the way that I did it the first time. So,
with the...
yes.
Okay.
Make that sound again.
Oh.
Watch out. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Nice. Yeah, there you go. Next truck, paint Peppa Pig on one side and Blippi on the other, and then he won't feel so bad when he crashes it. It'll be great. They're only talking about RC things.
So this is the silicone that I used to pour into the molds.
Oh.
And then these were the...
Oh, that, yeah. I mean, what are you going to do with it? You're going to do that with it. If you see this, you're going to do that, right? What's your first instinct? What's your instinct? But then I went like this. And I was like, wow. What are you working on out there, babe? That's fun.
Yeah. So you just use that as the other side to press it down in. And it was... You just insert this end into the... So, yeah. Super easy.
Of course I didn't blush, because that, like, everyone is going to grab that, and that is what you're going to do with it.
I did take it. She was recording the first time I took it out of the mold net.
Of course. Of course. I was like, I bet I know what truck that goes on. Free will thinking.
So yeah,
Mike J says, PG, please, my cat can hear you. Yes, this is what she says. It is. Yeah, now you can make that Lexan dick body.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Actually, I did a Marco Polo for my girlfriend that I put all the dicks at her house. That she thought it was so funny, and I was like, "Hey, got Josh working on something for next time I'm there." She was like, what?
See how good those carbon side pods would look? So F1. I'm so mad I ran out of time. So much cooler.
Babe, you could maybe do this. Maybe you do a whole year.
No, it's got to be condensed. It has to be hot. If I had a whole year, I would just focus on it for a whole year. I wouldn't do the same amount of work over a year. I would just work on it like that for a year. That's why it needs to be a month. That's why I had told Matt I wanted to do those 24-hour challenges, because then it's just 24 hours and I stop. Because otherwise I'm like, let's go. We're in a challenge. Matt's taillight was freaking awesome. I had the plans. I was going to copy that same type of idea. I even put the 2 mount holes there, and I never got to it. I was going to do it kind of like the Limitless, but then he put the light in it as well, which was even cooler. So Matt's looked great.
Matt's looked fabulous. Michael Mueller, thank you for the $2. What are your plans for those long bodies anyway? What?
What? for be more specific.
That probably those.
Oh no, you didn't see the other ones.
No. What other ones?
Look in, yeah, maybe that box. No, that's trash. That's all my scrap. Hold on, please.
You might keep...
I'm gonna clean in here.
No, but you might. Matt's a hooker? Josh, were you distracted by an eagle before you wrecked Ricky Bob? That was so funny. I just hope that everyone realizes that
I found these
being...
bodies made in Italy. Okay.
Oh, how much did those cost?
Now that one was from France.
How much did that cost?
This one here?
Well,
I bought
shipping?
I bought 3
She did.
to even it out. No, I bought 2.
To even what out?
Shipping. So they make this one.
That literally makes no sense at all.
They make this in 2 versions. One is clear Lexan.
But wait, no.
Listen,
adding more to get, unless you're getting free shipping,
No, but it's the same cost for shipping. So if you buy 2, it's half the price.
Oh my god! Wow! You just justified that like my mom justified chocolate on a diet. Like,
no,
that
listen.
ridiculous.
So the whole thing is they make it in a clear version, and then they make a hard body black one.
Okay, can I see them?
I already gave the other one to Moose Jaw to paint, but I have. So this one is called the Mon 14.
Ace and Gary would love this. Like, this is the ambiguously gay duo car. This is amazing. or you could even you can make a Packard out of this. Like, chop that window a little bit, right? You could make that. That is fun.
So, yeah. It's by a company called Delta Plastics. And
yeah, I want a silicone version of this.
Only a woman can look straight at that thing. I agree. Like, she pointed it right at herself. I'm like, like I was like, it's like, let's not make eye contact.
I did say Packard, Mike J. Yes, because it does kind of have that gangster feel to it, right? If you just... Yeah, the grill really.
The grill is unnecessary.
That's what does that. It's the grill for me.
Yeah. And I honestly don't think that this company made this ironically.
No, definitely not.
Like, I think that they meant it. They meant, no, not, they, like, they thought that this was like a good looking thing. Body. So, yeah. This is my Scale Nationals builds for 2023. Matt and I are starting to talk about Scale Nationals, by the way.
Scale Nats. And
Yeah.
what? Where's that at?
We don't know yet, but we got to start planning our builds for where they announce it. Show her the black one. I can't because I already gave it to Moose Jaw to paint, and I asked him to do a black paint job, and I wanted him to gold leaf the side
Ooh.
with letters that say Magnum because I gave him the black one.
Yeah, it does look like a Topolino. It looks like a very long Topolino. That's exactly
Yeah, I mean,
what
it's
it
a
looks
long-
like. If you cut it right here, it would be a fucking Topolino. It's very European.
Yeah, it's European.
Well, it's actually not. It's actually not, but like
It's fancy. It's European. If you cut the
a
front,
Topolino is what
I
I'm
know what a
saying.
Fiat. I
But
like. So yeah. What's up, Chief? You trying to get in on showing your butt tonight too? What's up, big boy?
of course I know older cars.
Nicole does know older cars.
Yes, dick jokes for days, guys.
What's up, Bubba? You good boy? You good boy?
Yes, this is what we. Yes, yes, winner.
What? Cat asshole?
No.
No. What?
Make a monster truck dildozer.
Right. Yes. That seems like a Tony thing. He's the monster truck guy.
Chief is such a handsome boy. Thank you.
What's up, buddy?
Is Matt?
What's going on, Matt? I would like to review Nicole's criticism.
I had no criticism. I thought that Matt.
Yesterday, while we were watching.
I had such a. Good,
No, Bubba.
I had such a good.
That's
feeling
carbon fiber.
when I ended Matt's because it was so
Oh,
sweet.
she did love how sincere and nice you were at the end. Yeah, of course, we all did. But the printed photo of the martini livery. She goes, "Did he print that? Like on paper?" Yeah. Yes, he did. That was a lot of ink.
That's what I said. Oh, that, and then I asked if it was going on your vision board. That was what I said. He always prints his references.
Matt was probably the best at making bibliographies.
You said for my vision board before he heard maybe yeah maybe heard me. But I get it. But then I thought about it and I was like, oh no, I get it. That's a good idea. I just have an iPad for that, but like whatever. You know, that's like what I do with my iPad is kind of like
Vision board things. You put.
no, but like if I need a reference for something like that I'm doing, I just put it on my iPad and then look at it.
Right.
So that's Chiefy's how he's happy. When he says he's happy, he does that goat
Yeah,
sound.
sounds like a goat. Sounds about right.
Bleats.
It bleats, yeah.
He does bleat. Well, people like it when it's short and sweet.
What's that mean? The silicone?
No. All my Pinterest pins won't print themselves. Oh my god. Cheapy's like, are we done? Are you guys done? Cats.
There we what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who dominates most of the time.
Root beer and rum chata? I like it. I just like rum chata on its own. I've never mixed it with anything. He weighs like 13 pounds.
He's more than that now.
No, he's not.
Look at the belly on it, fatty.
Yeah. Oh Jill said his
what?
cat is showing the dog who's boss. As soon as some Yahoo from Sacramento finishes his live stream, yours is the last one for me to watch, Matt.
It's very well put together.
Okay, we have to see. I have to.
You have to what?
Watch Tony's video.
I'm
excited to see it now. The dispute video.
The dispute video?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it while you catch up there.
I'm already.
You're caught up?
Yeah.
Let's.
Hey. Wow, there's some craziness happening.
Alrighty, y'all, I don't want you to go writing in the winners for this monthly Mayhem here because I'm going to be filing a rules violation on some of my competitors.
Storka, I need your help.
Videos right now, and then I got some hard copies of the rules as they sit right now. I have a feeling somebody may go try to adapt them and change them after they realize what they've gone and done. But I have screenshot, I have the hard copies printed, and we're going to be talking, hopefully, to Sorka, if they'll hear me. I hear they're pretty good with rules, and so, I think that some of the people are a little too close to the rules to maybe be making a decision on whether or not they broke them. So, I'm just telling you that there's some stuff coming down the pike here very soon. I think it's going to move me up a few points in the standing here as there's a bunch of
How many?
How many what?
I told you, I don't think anybody would near my speed.
How did people? I can't imagine how many people think that Tony's really like that, though.
Oh, you never know because, it's like there's people from the other audiences coming over. So, like,
and like he's, he's such a good character, but he's not really like that.
I mean, he's pretty close.
No.
He's like, he added a hat. Like, that's pretty much how Tony is all the time. Like,
he's a sweetheart, though.
He's wearing the hat. Other than that, same. Like,
summon me like an eagle. That was so funny. Oh my god. So funny.
I'm telling you, it's having Nicole watch more than one RC video. Having Nicole watch an RC video,
a full one,
would have been difficult in the start. But to watch multiple after watching his first.
Keep having professional documentarians make it.
I know.
And everyone who works in TV and movies. Like
this is a really good video. I'm like, well, he works like it professionally for this type of thing. It's just, I see why yours isn't good. I get it.
You don't let me watch yours.
I know, I didn't let her watch
mine. So yeah.
Just the intro to Richards was the best. Hi.
I was like, that literally looks exactly, if I had to make a video on my own, that is what it would look like. It's like the beginning of it, like that would be exactly what. Yeah.
So Richard came out with Matt to Axial Fest one year, and they came to the shop and we gave him a tour around. And
I would love to see what Brazen would have built too.
Oh, that would have been fun. We went out to lunch afterwards to a kind of a nice restaurant up the street from our shop called Brookfields, and we sat down. It's not that nice. It's fine.
That's like calling a Denny's Michelin star restaurant.
It's better than Denny's. There's a Denny's across the street that we never go to.
Go to Denny's over Brookfields any day.
No. So we could.
At least you get consistent at Denny's.
Richard orders something, and he's just like, yeah, just this, just like nothing green or vegetable, like nothing, meat only, just meat. Like, would you like potatoes or anything? No, like just only meat. The opposite of, I don't eat anything vegetable, only meat. Like, okay, like, is he serious? Like, just.
What did he get?
I don't remember, but it was only meat.
Oh, he wasn't joking?
No!
Oh, okay.
But he said it in such a way that it was, oh my God, it was hilarious. Like, no, nothing green. I don't want anything green, please. See, look at this. See, just ordered Wheels of Fortune and a Builder's slider to justify ordering a hat. Because it makes
him.
It makes the shipping worth it. And free, technically.
So stupid. That is the dumbest. I mean, like, I do free shipping on things, like, but not international things.
Some bitch. Where'd that go? Don't move. I don't want you to crush it.
Whoa.
Nope, I see it. Don't move.
I found a carbon fiber piece of something that I had to bring home from Alabama. It was like a huge deal, and I had to like go back for it or get it or something. And I found it in my purse the other day. So apparently it wasn't.
Oh, I probably had to remake it because you lost it.
No, I literally had it the whole. I had it.
I know. I probably made another one or something now. No, I do remember what it was. It was one of the cab corners to the rear, and I remade one because I thought that one was screwed up because it wouldn't come out of the mold. And then I had another one do the same thing, and I was just like, so I heated it up and like just bent, like just stripped the 3D printing away with heat, and it turned out fine. So then I took and stripped that one out the same way, and then I had an extra. And so.
All right, what'd you say?
Nothing. You helped me with a lot of my class 1 carbon fiber work.
Did I?
You did.
Aw.
Remember when we were in here and the vices and the clamp and everything?
Yeah.
How much of a like nervous struggle bus that was?
Yeah, it was.
Because I didn't know what I was doing. I was learning every one. Like every time I would finish a part, I'd be like, okay, I see what I need to do differently here.
What I think we should do is like do those things when you don't have a project coming up, so then you like learn how to do it, and then.
See, there's something about a project that forces you to learn a skill. Like carbon fiber stuff, I never would have put that type of effort into so fast and so much if I didn't have a deadline. And that's a character flaw of mine.
Meh.
But
I think everyone has that.
it's a strong one of mine. I need the pressure to make me go.
So I'm installing a new RX4 in my Phoenix build. Would you recommend getting rid of an on-off switch? Point of failure, possibly.
Yeah. I take them off on most things. I don't have it off on this one because the batteries were so tough to get to. But I cut the wires and solder them together on just about everything else, including all my RX4s.
Jimmy Two Horses, glad I got to meet you as well. Thanks for coming in.
What's going on,
Thanks for coming
Jimmy?
to say hi.
James? Jimothy?
Oh, Dale, you're being a dork. Where's Alex when we need him?
What'd he say?
Projects under stress help you learn, just like more technology advancements during wartime.
See?
That was an Alex Kelly quote if I've ever seen one. Oh, Tony said your character flaw is not having enough monster trucks. Not having enough trucks is far from Josh's character.
Ugh, they need to go. I need to vacate about 40 cars. Legitimately, I need to get rid of about 40 cars. That's my goal. By the end of the year, I will get rid of at least 4 cars.
Wait. Wait. I did not
Just say.
Down payment for a house. Not in California.
So yeah.
He goes on, Nicole. You are so sweet, but hun, trucks are not monster trucks. I feel like
What?
I don't know what would happen if we had monster trucks. You can't be in California and and have monster trucks. You have to be in the Midwest to have monster trucks because the houses are not big enough out here.
I mean, they don't necessarily have to be bigger than some of my cars.
Well, the word monster's in it, so...
My SCX6 is bigger than a monster truck.
Yeah, exactly. 40 minus 4 equals 36, plus new cars equals 75. Yeah.
Well, let me just say, like, I need to get rid of 40 cars because I'm out of room for the rest of them, which is more. I think I have 40 cars in this room.
Like, no one feels sorry for you. Like, you say that
No,
like that's
I'm
an
saying.
issue. Like, no one feels sorry for you.
Shouldn't. You should want to buy one of them, though.
They do. They do want to buy them. All you have to do is put them on your site.
Yeah. Let's see. Which one are we selling first? Ooh, that blue one. We should sell that one.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, it's heavy. Why is it so heavy?
Just is.
Well, he's fun. Wow. Wow. Oh, there's even a water bottle on the seat. Where did this come from? I know it's not yours.
I did not. You're right. I did not build
This
it.
is too much
Detail?
detail to be yours. It looks nice.
I mean, it looks purposefully crappy, right?
Well, yeah.
So.
But it looks scale. It's very scale.
Very scale. Agreed.
I can't figure out, is this Rambo?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is Rambo.
Is it?
Rambo with the red Solo cup.
Red Solo Cup. You fill me up. Wait, no. How's it go?
I don't remember.
Terrible song.
That was my great grandma's favorite song to line dance to. Remember we had to sing it at her 100th birthday?
Yep.
And then every year after that till 108.
I would have lost that bet. I did lose that bet. Don't.
No, we don't need any more
What?
more shelves.
So we were talking about shelves last night and possibly how I could put some in here to make a little bit more space.
It's not what the conversation was like. I said, there's too much shit on those. You need to take them down.
We were talking
and
about
redo
doing
them.
long ones here.
No, I said, oh, Richard's setup looks nice. That's all I said. That's it. That was it. And I said, you have too much shit on these shelves, and you need.
We need to redo those. I agree.
Yeah,
but then I think at that time we could put longer shelves in here to
Okay,
get.
so yeah.
I'm just saying. We could do it, and then I could get more stuff off the floor, and I would have more room for activities. Dale, no power tools.
Like, I promise you, we cannot do a cleat system. Whatever Cletus has, Cletus can
No,
afford.
cleat is like the
Oh,
be
okay.
able to.
I was like, Cletus can fucking do it. Cletus makes millions of dollars on his.
He's talking about a French cleat.
Oh, well, that's. Cletus McFarland is as far as I go.
Yeah, no. The French cleat is a thing that comes up and the thing goes over it. There's so much blood.
That's Josh when he gets hurt.
Sometimes there's a lot of blood. Like, I mean, the last time I really got hurt was Scale Nationals. Or right before Scale Nationals with the thumb incident. It's pretty much healed up. Or like, scar's gone.
Ewy, that was you.
That one was bad. It's still a little bit there.
The French cleat does sound dirty. You're right. This is funny, XJ Sport Name. It sounds like the door's open for shelves. Yeah, can I open? I do need to open the super glue. It's just.
Nicole, get the super glue. I don't remember what I walked in and said. I said, hey, I'm going to need you to come here.
That's usually about it.
Yeah. Oh no, I ran into the bathroom.
And probably said, what? running.
Yeah.
What is wrong? Something's wrong. You're definitely running.
I ran in there. I said, Can I get you to go grab the super glue? Like, what'd you do? Just go get it now. Okay. Alrighty then.
Oof. I don't know. If you could only go to one RC crawler event, what would it be? For me, it would be Crawlapalooza.
Nicole always did love Crawlapalooza.
Crawlapalooza is my favorite.
Crawlapalooza is in the Midwest, Disney, Oklahoma.
Because I love Disney.
She does love Disney.
I'm claiming a copyright strike for using my video.
But Proline by the Fire is probably like
that's my number 2.
that's like the best event.
It's so much fun.
Crawlapalooza is just a good time with good people as well. So it's just not as big of an event, but it's still a great time.
It's just the most fun.
Yeah. Like, Nicole, where would you really like to go? Veneta, Oklahoma. Like,
I want to go see the world's largest McDonald's. That I've seen a million times.
it arches over the
I don't think
interstate.
it's still open.
What?
I don't think it has been for a long time.
Someone confirmed. Did the world's largest McDonald's in Veneta, Oklahoma get closed?
Are there any events for introvert?
All of them.
Honey, it is an RC event. Like, literally, it's an event for introverts.
You're in good company.
Yeah, like
listen, nobody wants to talk unless you're talking about RCs.
We should just advertise like that.
Yeah, be like, hey.
The hobby for introverts.
It's perfect.
Who like to get together with other introverts.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
Yeah, nerds in a field. There you go.
That's exactly it. Like,
oh, it's still open. Okay.
Oh, good. Like, I was like, you were about to make me.
Maybe they were redoing it or something last time I saw it.
You were about to make me misty.
Literally, how I get my friends to RC.
Yeah, like.
Like, no one likes being around people in these. You're fine.
It's just like, you want to talk about RC and that's it? Like, yeah.
Yeah, where grown-ass men stand around and stare at their feet.
Yeah.
Either because you're trying to have a conversation with them or because they're
crawling on rocks.
Truck.
Yeah. Hi. And then go. It's the best.
Yeah. No, if you're an extrovert, you even have that much more fun because you get to make all these.
Yeah, just don't make everybody uncomfortable. No, I'm kidding.
Well.
Like, bring it down a notch. We're all here because we're like.
Except for me.
Except Nicole. I love events because I'm an extroverted introvert. I like to talk to people at events because they're talking about RC.
Right.
And things like that. Like, Nicole and I will, like, go something, do this. She's like, so did you ask about this? I'm like, no, we talked about RC trucks. She's like, you didn't ask anything about, like, their regular lives? I'm like, no. It's about RC trucks. That's why we were there. Like,
Huzzah 3. I think you're pretty much like everyone. At least you do it quietly. I like going to events and quiet fart near others. But honestly, like... I think that was hilarious. Josh just gets so uncomfortable talking about farting. I'm like, at least you're quiet about it at the RC event, because usually no one's quiet about it.
oh my God. What's wrong with all of you?
Hazard is the real hero here.
I'm going to fix this body.
No. Josh never farts in front of me. Ever.
Oh, God. I swear. You're all done. I'll end this stream right now.
If I keep talking about farts?
I'll...
Lisa looking out. Here we go. Now we got a real conversation going. We're outside, right? I mean, making people look around to see if they stepped in something is awesome. Crop dusting because you're introverted.
I don't know what that means. Why is that? What is going on? What?
World's biggest McDonald's is in
Orlando. What? I call foul. This Veneta, Oklahoma. It stretches. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're talking about square footage of the actual area. What? Stop it.
If it smells
I'll ban him.
outside, you know it's a good one.
I'll ban him. I'll ban all of you. I will end my entire audience. God.
Oh my gosh, you're so silly.
They're
Oh,
all animals.
Oklahoma McDonald's is number 2.
I don't like it.
So the first time I ever saw that, no, I can't. Oklahoma, I was going down to Fort Worth with my cousin. We stopped in Henrietta, where her cousins are, and we were sitting in the backyard of somebody's house. Well, first of all, somebody was waiting at the stoplight with their horse to go through the crosswalk, and then
The horse was going through the crosswalk,
and the
or
person, yeah. They were at the stop sign, at the stoplight. They were waiting at the crosswalk with their horse to cross the road in town. The one stoplight. Yeah. We were in Henrietta, Oklahoma.
I'm just still. Was the horse in the crosswalk, or was the horse at the stop sign?
At the stoplight, waiting to go across.
Okay, I got you.
With the person.
Who was in the crosswalk?
No one, because it was a green light. Oh. Why are you?
Still doesn't make any sense.
They were waiting.
Because it was a green light?
It was a green light going this way. And
Oh.
It was why are we talking about this? I quit. Oh God! Don't say you grandparents grew up in Henrietta. You're definitely related.
People knows people in Henrietta.
But it's not. It's not actually that. It's Henry Henry and Etta because those are the two people that founded the town. I guess is Henry and Etta.
Henrietta, Oklahoma. Is there more than one Henrietta?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. But anyway. I forgot. No, I quit. You're ending it.
Oh, I forgot I have to modify the hexes that go on here. All right, I'm banning everybody at this point. It's 7:40. It was a good run. We made it several years. Why do people watch sitcoms? I don't know.
Are you done?
Yes, Tony, thank you, sir. I'll catch you later. This has been fun, but my lawyer says I have enough evidence and need to shoot my video for it. Lawyer up, guys.
Oh my goodness.
I've watched enough YouTube lawyer videos to know that my case is solid. I need to modify that hex. Sucks that I lost that. Blind Guy RC, thank you, sir. Hello, 74 miles an hour. Let's see 100. Never going to happen. Sorry I'm late. Power went out in my area. Got the IERC drop bed and metal bumpers for my comp bill.
Okay, I'll let you say.
Super happy.
Good night, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.
There you go. Good night. No problem.
I do have stuff here.
Old cat needs attention. I swear. I don't even know what. You guys have derailed this harder than I'm able to recover from. I don't know. And we had silicone and that is what did it. Changing subjects. Hit the like for the stream. When you're slinging the silk. Don't just shake your moldiness. So nursing home discussion is coming back. Oh, that was a good one. So the airflow getting in that pops off the sides is the number one issue that I've seen in the video. So that's possible. I'm not 100% sure why they came off. So these were a pretty cool design, really. You can see these pieces here. It's a two-piece design. That piece was separate and it glued in. The rare earth magnets, these here, there's 3 of them. That's a stack of multiple. 3 of them that goes in from the back, and then I got them in there, glued them, and then I secured it. So, and then there's also magnets on these mounts. So they all just go in there, and then it snaps on pretty well. It came off that one time. I'm not sure if it vibrated or what, or if somehow air did get in, but it's pretty sealed off. So I don't really expect that there was much air coming into the body. I just think that something could have happened where something caused too much on it. So it was really not much of a problem. And I did so many more runs than what I showed there. This car was super consistent. I could just go down and back at 72, 73, 74, just back and forth I just could never get any more than that. So that was what you saw in low quality or bad audio in the video. Ugh. So annoyed. Jimmy Two Horses, thank you, sir. My buddies and I are planning a monthly Mayhem build with a goal of 80. We want the trophy. You get 1 month. And now you've seen ours, you get a head start. So there you go.
I love it. Somebody's doing it.
They should do it. We should give them all a month starting this week. Wait, who won? I won. 74 with this. 74 miles an hour. The rules are on my website, so it's all there. Who surprised me the most? Tom Lee was super surprising, the fact that he was able to get the basically stock BS410 to go that fast. No aero, no suspension differences other than limiting it a little bit, and got it to go that fast. That was super impressive. RC Review surprised me because he's never built anything custom like that. And we didn't see him build it, though, which was part of it. You're supposed to be the one that builds it all. So I never know about that. But that was super surprising and how fast it went. Seeing how fast the tow mater went in reverse was very surprising. The body being in reverse. The car was not in... the body being... Shut it. The non-aerodynamic way the body was pointed. So, joined late. What truck is that? This is my monthly Mayhem VS410. So, VS410 Phoenix straight axle, but lowered and slammed and goes fast. So, but you can see there's the normal VS410 rear axle. Whole deal. See, my wing is broken from the crash, but we'll get that repaired. We'll get that fixed up real nice, like. So, a few little things here and there, but it looks pretty wild with the body off and all. What KV was I at? 4100 kV. Yeah, so I didn't have any issues yesterday watching your video. Granted, I did watch it faster than 1 times, but did for all. Yeah, I don't know. Well, like I said, it wasn't the same for everybody. It was just all over. So, Tommy shocked me with how fast he went with as little as he did. Yeah, he added the little bit of stability for some aero, and RC Review had the best test spot. He did have a great test spot. I agree there. For sure. Let's see. Reverse tow mater was pretty impressive. I really did. Didn't RC Review do 73.2? Yep, I did 74. So, let's see. 68 on his clean run. Yeah, that was the other thing. You know, the clean runs and dirty runs, we didn't really stipulate. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, so we didn't really worry about that. But all my runs were, other than, you know, the instance that you guys saw were the only instance that happened. Other than that, it never went over or did it. Like, if it ever left the 4 wheels while running, you saw it on video. Other than that, it was just perfectly. Tony did 60 through the air, wasn't it? 69. Tom Lee did 69 on his clean run, yeah. Which that was impressive. So, how did you? Did you show the full carnage of the cage? I want to see how far I got. Got to go back to see. I did show the full carnage of the cage. That's like probably at maybe like the 40-minute mark, something like that. When is Uncle Chet of RC going to be on? Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to have Tony on at some point. I agree. We'll have him back next week on the live show. I think we're having Randall from Axial to talk about the 118th Capra. Week after that, I hope that we can get one of the Sorka representatives to join. Ben is in here, and Ben is the one I was talking to about trying to get a Sorka rep on, because he contacted me. So I want to try and make that happen the week after that. And then after that, try and maybe have some of the Mayhem guys join in, do some reminiscing. Ready when you are. Perfect. We will figure that out. 1/10 Capra? Kind of like 1/12, 1/14, somewhere in there. We'll let Ben be cranky for 20 minutes. Ben was the one who contacted Matt. Are you camera ready? Do you want to jump in on the Skype? Ben was the one who contacted me. He's like, hey, I think we have, see if somebody could jump on. And it was just like, yeah. He's like, maybe not me. Dan is maybe a little bit more PC than I am. I'm like, well, just about anybody that would be a true statement with. I don't care who it is. Whoever you guys want to choose, let's do it. So I am super excited for this year's upcoming Sorka Scale Nats. I'll be good. Matt should be there. Matt will be there. So that's kind of like the next 2 weeks probably. Next Mayhem should be 1/18th vehicles with Wraith axles to see how pro comp they can perform. 1/18th scale. I don't think that. I think if Mayhem, I don't know that Mayhem will ever go smaller than 10th scale. I think it could go bigger, but never smaller. I don't see that happening. Where's my phone? I hear it making a noise. Oh, it's right there. Stop doing whatever you're. Oh, jeez. Hope nobody's trying to get a hold of me. Let's see. Next Mayhem, only building using discontinued parts. Ooh, SCX6 speed challenge. Man, talk about just like flirting with disaster. You did a SCX24 monthly Mayhem. No, we did not. Absolutely did not, would not, will not. Did someone say SCX6? I know. It would be like SCX6 Mayhem of some sort would be so fun. Yeah. So, I don't know. That would be... Did I get a carbon splinter again? I think I did. I got a lot of those over the last few weeks. Oof. Can't tell which way it's stuck. Good thing I've got tweezers. Oh, yeah. Got it. So, yeah. I'm being a I don't know if I'm not being a bad neighbor. Am I? No. I'm not.
They definitely park in front of our driveway.
We have people who live not, I don't know where they live exactly. They're not our neighbors. They're somewhere in the vicinity though. And they keep parking like right at the edge of our driveway, like to the point where they're like maybe even hanging over our driveway. So I put the trash cans down last night in the area where they would normally park. And then I didn't bring them up yet today. So there's no room. Whatever. Being cranky old man. Roland Silva. Thank you, sir. Red Cat Lowrider Donk Drag Race. I mean, let me just say, I'm all for building a donk. Like, so the hard thing is that to do a monthly Mayhem, you have to do something where people can have a measurable metric from a distance. You can't make rock crawlers because you don't all have the same rocks. You don't have the same course. It's not, you don't, so you can't do that other than be like, make a video and be like, see how well it did. And like, well, it doesn't work for anybody anywhere. That's why going fast works so well. Cause it's just like, yeah, go find a place and go fast. And not everyone has the same runway and all that, granted, but you know, that, see, it's still a single metric. So that's the hard part with it. And not every time Mayhem's have worked out. We tried to do a flying one time, and we were too restrictive, and it was an epic failure, and we both ended up throwing him off a building. So, got it, I think. So, hurts. Da, 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 da. Where are we at? Can't you take the driveway blocking up with the HOA of your gated community? We do not live in a gated community. We do have an HOA though. Second Chance Mayhem, same trucks with a few upgrades. That's on everyone's own time. Let me tell you, Mayhem is already enough of a commitment that I'm just like, a little bit of a breather is fine. You know, if I do, like I said, I would like to change the motor, but I do have other issues with how I design things. So I'd almost have to design a new cradle, and I could. I just don't know if I will. Take it and make it into a drift. That's the problem with drifting as well. It's just like how you can't, you just show it. Like you don't have a metric to show against somebody else. Like it drifted for 30 seconds or like, what do you know, you know what I mean? It's not like there is no metric there to compare against. That's the hard part. Foot race and Crocs. Let me tell you what, I'm getting not first place in any foot race. So, spent a good hour online trying to find a 5.5 millimeter wrench. Finally found a double open end by Husky. Total game changer. I've got a open end box end, and I think they're timing wrench. This is a Craftsman 5.5. I think these were used timing or distributor. I can't remember. But yeah, 5.5. That is so nice to have. And I do like having a box end and open end. Really is nice. Redesign, hammer, chisel, and file. Not with titanium and not with the design style that it is. Ignition wrench. There's what. Search for an ignition wrench. So that would help you. So it's, but man, so worth it. Get yourself one for your pit bag if you don't have one. Could do a weight pulling challenge. That is true. Matt and I have talked about that type of option before, because you could come up with something there, and you know there's a little bit of like fluctuation with like how are you pulling it? Is it on a sled? Is it on some? I think we could come up with a way to try and make it fairly even with people. So that is a possibility. Pulling trucks, and I do love that inner redneck comes out a little bit with the pulling truck. So you can do a jump challenge, aka flying car challenge. That's another good one because that does sound fun. Jumping things is always high on my list. So yeah, I think that would be a winner. Pull on dirt with cake pans. So, yeah, and that, you know, that type, but you do have to be a little bit, you know, like the surface that it's on, like dirt is so trike mud. See, I would love to build trikes of something, 3-wheel, and then I don't know what it would do. Who knows? I think it could be fun. Budget limit of $400. Budget limits in Mayhem have never been a thing. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to get it done. I think someone asked earlier, like, what would it cost to build this truck? And I don't really, I mean, because I CNC'd the carbon fiber and, the titanium, like the send pieces, I think were maybe like a couple $100 or so, maybe a little under $150. So I had $150 in carbon or in titanium work, and then I had the titanium rod, and I had all my carbon fiber materials, but maybe I burned $200 or $300 in carbon fiber, $200 maybe, 300. If you start counting the diff, the RX-8, the 4100, the 2 reef servos, and the because I broke one in the crash, wheels, tires, adapters. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's probably under $2,000 ish. I don't know. It'd be a lot if it was all, plus I did 6 battery packs so that I could have a fresh one. I would only do a handful of pulls on a battery packs before I would change them both, just to make sure I was at peak voltage to try and get my packs. So what's going on, K-pop? Thanks for joining, man. Enjoyed your video greatly. Your editing style is amazing. Everything you did, I love. I didn't throw any CAD work in mine at all, and K-pop uses I love CAD work and design, all that thing. So it's like one of my favorite things. And everybody has different styles, but K-pop uses a software. I think it's Google. He's still using Google SketchUp, and it's such a different way of thinking. And like when he makes iterations, he takes it and then like makes a copy and then changes that one and makes a copy. So there's like all of his iterations, and they're like kind of in different places of the file. And like I'm like it makes me a little like ah. And it's so crazy just to see the different design styles of how everyone works. And it's one of my favorite things. Like I learn things from watching other people who do CAD and their design style. So you just see different, like everyone's mind works differently. Like, especially people, like I have very little like artistic, I have almost no artistic ability. Even my parts designing is very function. I don't have a lot of style. Like my stylistic eye is very. Have I ever used MicroStation? That is the most random question. Nobody knows what MicroStation is, but yes, I designed in MicroStation for like 10 years, and when I did, it is very much that way. And I would design like RC parts in like the corner of my MicroStation models, and but yeah, I think the last version of MicroStation I used was like V8i or something like that. That was probably the last time I was in MicroStation. But yeah, I was a big MicroStation Geopack guy. That was a lot of what I did. So I love that CAD software, and always had an RC design off to the side. Exactly. I love MicroStation for certain things. The tentative snap in MicroStation is a game changer, and I wish that others would adopt it. But I know what MicroStation is. Scott O'Blander, there you go. Another one of us who knows very specific civil engineering software. I used V8i like 10 years ago for mapping. Well, last time I was in civil engineering, I left civil engineering to come work RC full time in 2015. So that, 7 years ago. And I think V8i was the last. I can't remember what came after V8i. I might have been a couple of versions after that. Like V8i was just the one that pops into my mind. But anyway. This ridiculous talk of all horrible design software. AutoCAD since R13. Oh, God. I mean, I did a lot of AutoCAD. I still use AutoCAD. So I just wish SolidWorks wasn't $5K a year. Thank goodness I have Inventor and NX. Ooh, NX. There's one. what CAD software does Vanquish use? SolidWorks and not MicroStation. SolidWorks and Mastercam. So that is what we use. Huzzah! Thank you, sir. I vote Mayhem in XRT. Flight time. Total time in air. Restrictions, you must use 90% of the kit to keep the weight and size. Like, actually flying with it is... I think it would be fun. I'm just saying. Long jump Mayhem would be awesome. That has like been one of my top, like, want to do. Like, since the very first Mayhem we ever did, long jump has always been on that list, because it's just jump. You jump and then you're in the air. It's up to you. The only difficulty is that we always have to be conscious of things like that with Matt, because Matt he lives in a major metropolitan city that's like, he is inside of Toronto. So like, he has to then figure out a way to get somewhere where he can build a ramp, and then like, he doesn't necessarily have, he has to be able to store a ramp, or like, ooh, I live near Josh and got helicopter access. I just want to go in the helicopter. So I don't really care any of the rest of it. Let's just go in the helicopter. Josh, show your how long video talking about the design and modification of the car. Excited to watch that after the live is done. Yeah, that's it's about half design, and I still had to breeze over. So I'm still like pretty bummed about the video as far as how like it not processing well, the audio being problem, like, you know, for so many people. I'm like super bummed out about it. Like, I feel really bad. So like, that stuff, it affects me. I mean, we put in so much work in these things, and then like the video is the payoff, and it just got squashed so badly because of it. So I'm like pretty bummed out about it. So I think I'm going to do a follow-up video, and I'm going to go just in depth about like what I did, like technical. I'm just going to nerd out. I'm going to get into the CAD. I'm going to show you what I did there. And it's going to be a long video that most people will have zero interest in watching the full thing. So, but like, if you want to just like nerd out with me about the 100+ hours of design time that I put in on this thing and construction and stuff like that, then it'll be one for you. But it's like, it may be another 45+ minutes. So a Charlie Brown teacher video, that's exactly it. Like, if you don't really care about the CAD style and like the design types and things like that, and how many, then it is going to be your least favorite video I've ever done. I fully expect that it will not perform well in any way. So, but I may film that soon. So that may be the thing. And it's just seriously just because of how like bummed out I am about what happened with the other video when I uploaded it. So I'll view it 1,000 times. Perfect. So that's in the thing, because I mean, my focus on entertainment value could even be diminished, just because I want to be like, this is if I can't get the payoff for a video looking good and going out there and working well for people, at least I'll get to just be super in-depth about, because that's the other thing, like when I do those videos and we edit them together, you have to cut out so much to try and make it like a little bit entertaining for people. Like, you can't go on about like, you see, the thing about this bumper mount is that I made this cross brace, and then I integrated this bolt pattern in the front of it, and this bolt pattern here lines up with the bolt pattern of the narrowed grill, so it becomes the front body mount, which makes this body incredibly rigid. Like, this body was a tank, and you can't leave all that stuff in, because otherwise my video would have been 3 hours long, and then it still wouldn't have worked. So you wouldn't have been able to hear it or see it, and it would have been garbage. So instead, I'll nerd out separately. The grill is where the air is getting in. It's sealed. There is no opening. See? It's solid. See the whole back side? There you go. Recently retired from civil traffic engineering and want to start designing my own RCs, so I want to watch all your CAD videos. Hey, awesome, and happy retirement, especially from another traffic guy. You guys need to hit 100 miles an hour. I don't think that these type of axles with these type of gears are capable of it. The hypoid type gear like these axles have, I mean, yeah, they may be actually capable, but man, I have huge concerns of also the width. Like, this is not a wide car, and it's not properly wide either. Like, I don't know. With the proper width axles and all that, like, while you're nerding out, do it in an Australian accent. Ceramic bearings. I feel, yeah, like, maybe if I try it again, I'll go ceramic. I do have like a TP Power motor and an XLX2, but I don't think that the ESC is in any way my use Vanquish Wraith axles. I know it, yeah, like doing Wraith axles and stuff like that, because I could get an open diff for those as well. Like, I could make it. So yeah, thanks. I still critique all the bad decisions while traveling. I do it every day. Every day. Like, what is this? Who does this? Or like when, I'm sure it's one of yours, like when a municipality uses a sign like in a direction it shouldn't be. Like, that's not the right. They just turned a sign that's supposed to be something else, and it's like, that's not the way it goes. Properly wide. Yeah, like, because right now I've got wideners on it, so my scrub steer is like way out here. It's like, me too. Yeah. I feel like sensorless motors are a detriment to the speed factor. So mine is censored. I'm still running a full censored motor. That was 50% of the noise is from the diffs howling for their lives. Yeah, I mean, so crazy. Like, and how hot the freaking plastic was getting. I would probably switch to aluminum just for that part of it. But also, I need, like, that's a problem because I've got a servo on axle mount was part of my, servo on axle with 4-link was part of my success here. But that wouldn't necessarily work on, well, we don't have these axles exactly in aluminum. So would sending photos to Facebook or something else be better to show you my old drag car sets for possible changes? My Instagram or my Facebook page. I don't check my personal Facebook, so that one I won't see. But yeah. Search MoDOT, Troy, Missouri, diverging diamond plans. Rural city with big city viaduct. I know Troy, Missouri. Why do I know Troy? Where is Troy? Is Troy over by St. Louis? Like, just on the west side of St. Louis? I know I've been there. Troy. Okay, yeah, north of Wentzville. Okay, I know where Troy is. I think I've done work in Troy. But yeah, did I design 2 or 3 diverging diamonds? 3. Did the one on I-70 at Blue Springs Parkway. Did the one on I-29 at Tiffany Springs Parkway. Did the one on Highway 71/I-49 in Harrisonville, Missouri. All 3 in Missouri. Okay, I tag your personal one with the trike ideas. Yeah, I won't see those. I get tagged so like all the time. I figured I would have seen Exocage and RC Sparks included on this Mayhem. We asked Exocage, he declined. So he, I don't think that he does long videos. He also like shoots and edits on his phone, which that wouldn't have been adequate for this type of video. Like you need some hardware. And I don't think that it was in his wheelhouse to do a long format, long term. I think he's basically just kind of shooting and then editing and posting a video of each. I think he's doing like each day. So, yeah, RC Sparks really isn't doing only. Yeah, he's focusing on a different platform these days. He really needed that Florida man energy. Yeah, I agree. So I'm sure that we'll do more of these, especially with other people, because it was more fun for sure. And I think that a lot of the the guys who put a lot of effort into like the filmmaking side of it, I think that added a lot. Tony's was, oh, of course, epic. K-pop did such a good job. Tom Lee did such a good job. I mean, those guys were Richard in his own way, of course, ridiculous. But West Desert Wheeler and RC Review, I think they both kind of did theirs in kind of their normal style, which was, I mean, still super fit. Everyone's going to kind of do their own style. I think Tom Lee was pressed a little bit outside of his normal. I think he even said that. And then of course Tony, well, he's a filmmaker. This is not normally his RC style video, but so it was super cool to see him apply that. I really liked that side of it. So I think that would be something we push for in oops, I borked my Turk. Yeah, like if you don't fully understand Richard's personality type, like it's so hard. It's so hard to like if you have to explain to everybody that it's like a thing, it's like a joke. If you K-pop in the background of Matt's video was hilarious. I totally agree. When they were at the airport and he's just like like it was so funny. Josh, were you surprised by how many of them went direct drive? Yes, I was surprised, and how well it worked. Now, I will say that I was super surprised at how well they all got it to work. But I would not go that way even after seeing it. I don't think that anybody was as stable as mine was. Like I could do my speeds and it was, this thing was just a rock star. If I can put more motor in this and get it, like, I think that I can just get this, or I might be able to just change my gearing. I never changed my gearing once. I should have brought 2 teeth larger on the pinion and just tried it. And just go again. It could maybe just hit whatever. Like maybe I could hit 76, 77 by just doing that. I don't know. What the other thing I need to do, I didn't have time, was to get the data logging side. Matt's was super stable. Matt's was super stable as well, but he didn't hit the same speed. I think that it would have been great to see Matt's truck at the limits of where the truck's design was. I think he just needed more motor, more battery. Couldn't you do an all-wheel drive, direct drive motor to each axle? Oh, dude, dual motor? Yeah, you could. You could. I mean, this guy's doing it in the speedrun cars, dual motors, dual ESCs, the whole deal. Yeah. So, you were bottoming out a lot, so maybe increase the spring rate. I could probably increase the spring rate a little bit. I was mainly, where I was bottoming out was on D-cell, when it would shift down and it would on the runs itself, I very rarely had much of that. So that's why I didn't ever adjust that. It was only when I would come in and since I was using like the GoPro footage, but it looked far away, but it was really pretty close with how wide angle that was. So it was like, and it was, it was only 15, 20 feet in front of me. So yeah, that's, Do you design these challenges so you will undoubtedly win? I write the rules. I let Matt review them beforehand. Do I? I have not. I have lost more of the challenges than I have won, or maybe up until this. Maybe it's even at this point. So it's been 50-50. So, you know, direct drive to a center diff. Wait, that's not direct drive anymore. I have the center diff in here, and it's direct. It's pinion spur on a center diff. So, Josh writes the rules that make the whole world sing. Josh's favorite other color is gray. Add rectangles to the next challenge. Should let Brazen Scale join. He said he was in. But they have to be content creators. Like, that's part of it. Like, there's so many builders. So many good builders. Like, that would be... There's so many people that would be super capable. But it's... You have to be able to do that and do video. And if you can't build real well, you should at least be able to make a really good video with a funny accent. Somebody timestamped that for him. 8:25. 2 hours, 25 minutes in. Boom. Matt brought his A game this time. You better look out next time. I know. It was awesome to see him like dive in, use so many of the things. I'm just saying. So I think RC Review had more help than anyone in his video. He always said well, that part of the thing was is that you had to do everything yourself. Like you had to do all the building, designing, all that stuff yourself. There was like discussions like if you don't have a 3D printer, you can have somebody 3D print things for you. But like you're supposed to do all the design and building yourself. So that is part of it. Oh God. So, that was a stipulation in the rules. And that's something that we do hope is followed really, really closely because it's supposed to be. It's probably a huge redemption for Matt that it wasn't a TRX6 repeat. Yeah. His truck still is in fantastic shape. I don't know if it ever went over. And it was, he just needs to be able to spin it up and see what that thing will do. It's got that huge aluminum bottom pan. Like that, there's a lot of low slung mass there. And he mounted his center diff to that bottom pan, which I think is an advantage. I mean, my center diff is, you can see where the motor is. It's up here, so there's a lot of room between the bottom of my chassis rails and the pan. So my drive shaft angles are almost flat. You can see in the front there, the front output, and they're basically flat to that center diff. And that was, part of mine is that I wanted it to be able to just take off that bottom pan and be able to access everything. So, I could take off all of my aero is only aero. If anything were to happen with it, it would be gone and the truck could still be completely drivable without any of that there. I'd like to do a 4-motor direct connection to drive shaft using 4 FPV motors, 428, 12, 1100. Well, the direct problem is a problem there. Unless you're coupling them in line, since they have outputs on, it's got a pinion and shaft output and a rear. Like you could technically like couple two in line and spin them together. That would be how I would do it. Did anyone use aftermarket drive shafts? Maybe 1 or 2 people. Matt used dog bones to his center diff. My center diff has got little custom machined outputs, so I can bolt a regular drive shaft to them. The other guys used motors with 5mm outputs so that they could just bolt them right on. 4 motors be like tank mode. That would be, yeah. I mean, if you're trying to put them at each wheel, but then you're trying to put it on the axle, that's still a lot different. Yours is still lower than Matt's. His was appearance ground effects that make it look lower. Yeah, well, my truck is, I mean, crazy. Like, I don't have a Phoenix in here, but this thing, when it's sitting on the ground, like, or next to another truck, is wild low. But his motor would have still been lower than mine, just because of the fact of he didn't have. I mean, he would have had to have a lot of ground clearance to make it be higher, and I don't think he did. Well, you could see that he didn't. After he had made his lower, you know, he lowered the whole thing like 30 millimeters by the time he added the next round. Which kit of those of us wanting to replicate Monthly Mayhem for our own shelves, a future viewer competition, hint, hint, Vanquish promo? If people would actually do it, then I would figure out a way. But like, I would need to, like, that's the whole thing. It's like, you give it to like the YouTube, you know, and even the YouTubers, we gave them a discount on it, but you have to kind of expect, it's like, it's a YouTuber, like, you have to see what they can do, or, you know, they're probably not gonna not do it. Like, otherwise, I what didn't Matt do? He didn't lower it. Didn't the whole thing lower because you had the first mounts, and then you added the extension on the 3D print before you made the new ones. So like, you had the tray sat nice and low on the ground. I damn sure would. I need the pressure of being retired. I'd record it without my face. If people would do it, I would find a way. Like, yeah, I think Matt's and ours were both pretty similar ride height, or off, you know, like off the ground effects to the ground. I think we were both like just right there. What's a good 3D printer for a beginner? Tony, you can get the center diff back because I bought the King Head stuff and then I built another one. So yes, you can. The original SCTE diff that we ever used was out of one of Tony's cars, and then we modified Baja outputs, right? Were they? Yeah, they were low C Baja ray outputs. Yeah, because my lathe was over at Tony's for a while, and it was, we did it all over there. At the time. I lived in an apartment at the time, so we were over there just hanging out, and that was the first time I had one of the best breaks I've ever had was there. And we had the sintered diff gears in the original Deadbolt. So it was the hypoid gear, but with the one-piece sintered gear and locker. And trying to put power to that thing, it actually sheared the ring gear from the locker part, that it was all sintered together. But it still worked, kind of, because the axle shaft went through both sides and like still held it together. When you pulled the axle shaft out, it went bink, and just, it was ridiculous. Yeah, rock ray transmission. Yeah, was it the rock ray outputs? I thought it was the Baja ray, but it could have been the rock ray. What's up? What lathe do I have? Oh man, I've had it for 15 years, and it's an Excel. It's kind of like the Harbor Freight type ones, except it's a little bit bigger. I think the Harbor Freight's like a 7-inch, and I think that mine is a 9. And then I think the Harbor Freight's a 14-inch length bed, and I think mine's a 16. So just a little bit bigger. No, I cut it in case I had a larger spur, all intentional. Wait, what? No, not where the center diff is. I was talking about your drop down, the supports that came off the end of your chassis. The first ones you had the arm out, and you had the taller blocks. I know your little side pieces had the cutout for the spur. That thing made sense. So, unless you're talking about something in the chat there that I don't know. So I still had the UC Fab skid that extends. Oh. Mine's a 54-inch lathe. I love my Bridgeport. a nice big lathe is nice, but mine is in my garage, and I do not have room for a 54-inch lathe and a Bridgeport or a Bridgeport. I could imagine how long you could run a lathe in an apartment before the police showed up. Let me tell you, that lathe lived in an apartment for a while first. So, you said you have a 9x16 mini lathe? Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's 9x16. Something like it's not as little. I think the Harbor Freight's 9x14, right? And mine's just a little bit larger in both dimensions. So, it's not easy to get Vanquish in England. Yeah, I know. We've had dealers in Vanquish, we've had Vanquish dealers in the UK for a while, and they up and down. They carry it. They don't. Yeah. So yeah, 7x14. That is the Harbor Freight one. Mine's Accel, ACCELL, or ACCEL. I don't remember. Like I said, it was, and I got it used. I bought it off of a guy who needed money real bad at the time. I think I paid like $200 for it. You didn't answer the kit choice for a starter to emulate. The Phoenix straight axle is the one. So some company promoter you are. Yeah, I know. But yeah, the straight axle one is the way to go. You don't want to do the portal one. Best lathe is one you can carry without throwing your back out. Yeah, exactly. It's so nice. That little one, you can just look. It's not easy to move, but it's not bad. I have one of those old Sears mini lathes from the 60s. I love it. Is that the one that had like the separate electric motor and the belt drive? Kind of like the Shurlines? I had to use the tractor high lift to lift off the trailer, then into the shop. Oh. Yeah, I've moved. Bullshit, more iron the better. Oh, I know. You don't carry a lathe. This one you do. Best kit for starters, straight axle. Kit offered in builder's bundle, portal. What the fuck, me? People like portals. They do. But I was saying starter because he asked for this. Like, if he was going to do this, then which one? EDC lathes are a thing now? Well played. Well played. I move my machine tool with a fork truck. Yeah, that's I've done a lot of moving machines around with forklifts. Yep, belt drive. I have a 1/3 horsepower motor on a rotary speed control. Nice. Yes, I know that type of lathe. Get the new lathe by Ridge. Available in 51 colors. But I mean, the second most used lathe I've ever had. This is a different model, but it's this one where you chuck up the part and you hold a file and you just spin it, or with a Dremel, as you spin them. Yeah, that's. What's your favorite RC car? It's this one for sure. Today it is. Today this is my favorite car. I work for a forklift company now. Learning to play with them has been fun. I do love my forklifts. Pocket lathe, 1x3. Oh, if I could. So there. How much? Shut it, Tony. It's not for sale. I don't even remember what was I talking about now? I got distracted. Best part of the builder's kit is the price. $280 is nuts. Want to say how much I love the Wheels of Fortune. Now I get a pair of Gray Method 310s and clear anodized IFRs with something. I don't know what though. You got the D44s. Nice. D44s meaning real size Dana 40. How are you? Hopefully you don't have to ship them. Hopefully they're local pickup. I know it'd be a bit of work, but I'd love to see some sort of rim preview tool so you can play around with different colors on. That's a totally reasonable thing to say, because I would love to have that. Our site, unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of ability to do that without just having like 1,000 different photos. And I don't even know if 1,000 would do it. The number of combinations of things, like a real programmer would probably be able to do something that would work with our website. And it's a reasonable thing, but at the same time, like, I don't know when it'll happen. It's definitely something that I would like to do. So, yes. Serious buyer brought a trailer to look at them. Yeah, that's how you know he's your guy. Yep. Will the 105s accept an IFR ring? Yes. I think all wheels now have been updated to be IFR ready. And I don't think that I've updated all the photos yet, and that's my fault. Not that I'm going to do it personally, but I need to make sure it gets done. But yes, I believe all wheels now are IFR ready. So, 840. I'm still waiting for gold machetes. I know. Need to do gold machetes as well. That's the thing that just needs to happen. And so, they look so. I love the gold. Gold tanks and gold 105s right now are two of my favorite. Because they're the gloss anodized, and that gold just pops. What did I put them on recently? I just put them on something recently, but they're not in here. Maybe they're hiding. What did I just put gold? Oh, wait, I do know what I took them off. I had them on the family truckster. How many RC cars do you have? 110? 20? Something? I don't know. I was secretly hoping for gold tanks. I made a few sets for the mystery boxes. Yeah. Thick Boy Josh isn't on his office door. My office door is not just my office. There's 4 of us in my office. So, it's a good enough size room, you know. So, how many runs did it take to 74? It's 2 days, and probably did I don't know. I mean, I have video of all of it, but probably 50 runs. Like if you count down a run and back a run, maybe 50, maybe 60, something like that. You take 30% of that office easily. Tony was in my office today. You know, I'm a, my stuff tends to like find its way into air. It's not all my fault. People like bring stuff in and it just gets put in my area. I have a lot of shit myself, I agree, but like it just happens. Was your testing during work hours considered research? I never tested during work hours, never once. Well, I tested in the parking lot, but that was like I was done with work. Work was over. Josh is a creeper. Yeah, my stuff's sprawling is an understatement. Josh, what do you think about the new Sorka rules? They're even more Irie now. Is that Irie? Like Jamaican Irie? What is, or is, do you mean something different with HRUY? I don't know what that means. I don't, I don't mind rules. I don't mind clarification of rules and I think that, every, it is what it is. I like defined rules. I love a good rule set in general. So I'm good with it. The only thing, like I feel like they think that they were like pointing at me on, is they added a new rule about clearing gates. And it says there's no more shooting gates or jumping gates. When to clear a gate, you have to have one front tire and one rear tire on the ground as you go through a gate. And I'm like, they're targeting me. They're targeting me. I know it. Damn it. Well, that's going to change how I drive in comps. Damn it. So, there's that one. Recap everyone's speed, please. Okay. Tony, CCXRC, did 54 miles an hour. West Desert Wheeler did 62 miles an hour. Matt did 62 miles an hour, but with a 5 mile an hour bonus because of the viewer's choice, got him to 67 miles an hour. Then there was let's see, who was it? Is that 3 people so far? Yeah. Richard also did 54, same as Tony. So Richard, Tony, 54, West Desert Wheeler, 62, Matt, 62 plus 5, 67. Then we had K-Pop, who may have, we have to confirm his speed somehow. He showed 71 miles an hour, but we never really got to see it running. He didn't do it with the body, and he was also too long of a wheelbase. So he had said that he was disqualified. So we don't know about his speed. Tomley also showed 71 on the GNSS. He had a secondary unit that was not like the one that we all agreed you're supposed to use the GNSS or you're supposed to use the Dynamite style speed tracker. Those were the 2 GPSs that you were supposed to use in the rules. So Tomley had 71 on the one that we said to use. RC Review didn't use the speed trackers that we said that we had to use. And he used a bike one, and he got 73.2. And then RC Review is going down next. And then I did 74. So RC Review was super close. And I wish he would have used the GPS we said you had to use. Because GPSs do have a difference. Like, he could have been faster or he could have been slower. We don't know. Like, Tony had 2 GPSs and they were like both, and they were the 2 that we wanted people to use. Like, these are the ones. RC Review was not good at reading rules. He didn't read. He spoiled it at the beginning, like, and then he didn't do the. Then he put up a teaser. We're like, whatever. It wasn't part of what we were doing. Whatever. Just not following the rule. He needed to follow the rules. Tony's was the other one. His GPS was definitely acting up because what he was reading and then what it was saying was totally different. He definitely 50 miles an hour at the beginning, and then both are regulated and limited by 30 miles an hour. So 8 started, 6 finished. He's not good with words. So in K-pop, he just threw the word. He saw the rule thing. He saw go fast, this car. Okay, that's as far as I'm reading. What's Nicole watching on the other room? Who knows? Sounds like she's in the kitchen. Man, the legal content I get to make is going to be great. Okay, so the ones who declined, who would you be curious to see build a speed run? So let's see. I think there was there was three other people that we asked to do the challenge with us as well. RC Girl, she declined. I don't think that, again, like the kind of like custom nature of it was super in, but I think like the fact that we did this one and some of the guys, like, they didn't have to go crazy. They put motors in it. They did testing. They made good videos. They were entertaining. Like, you didn't have to go crazy. And Matt and I have in the past, so it made it look like it wasn't like you had to do that, but you obviously didn't. So she declined. She still would have made good content. RC Driver, he was in, and then RC Driver, he had got an awesome opportunity to do some stuff for Duracell at the F1 race in Austin, which was right in the middle of it, and he had to focus on that. That was an amazing opportunity, so it totally understand why he had to bow out. Hemistorm, we did ask Hemistorm as well. He couldn't do it because of a busy month of vacationing, I think, traveling around the French Riviera in his he bought a new mega yacht. I think it's an 80-footer. I think they had like a busy month of. There was like a busy month of traveling and things like that. He was like, it won't work for me time wise, which obviously Hemistorm would have been entertaining and done a cool build as well. Exocaged, I think he would have been he builds a lot of the custom stuff, like would have been totally reasonable. So I think he would have made good. I think all these people, like, they make good content, so it would have been good fit. Raz Schifrin would be a good one. I think, yeah, is what he definitely would be. I mean, speed running is like his thing, right? So makes total sense. And I don't like, I've seen a lot of Raz's videos. I don't know if he, like, I know he does he builds a lot of speed cars. And I think that those, are they custom for the most part, or is he able to like buy parts from manufacturers and put them together? I don't know, like that part of it I haven't watched a ton of. So I'm trying to think, was there anybody else who declined? I think that was it. But then after that, after Greg had to pull out, Logan was in, Logan, West Desert Wheeler. He was in one of the live videos. I think it was on like a Wednesday. And it popped up like Logan was there. Someone's like, hey, have Logan do it. I was like, sure, we'll get Logan a call or an email, whatever we did. And we got a hold of Logan. And then we were like, we need one more person. We wanted it to be at 8. And that's when I shot Tomley a message. And it was like kind of late. Like it was not, almost October. And I just like, he has a website, thank God. Websites and things like that make it so much easier. So I just went on his website, contact form, and shot him an email. And he responded quickly. Time difference must have added up right. And he was like, sure. And he's like, I don't know if it'll get here in time though. So if it gets here in time and it works out, great. I was like, okay. I sent it FedEx and it got there in 2 days. And he was just like, oh, that was fast. Wow, well, sweet. And so, yeah, and it worked out. I'm actually really glad you added Tomley because I've never heard of him and really enjoy his content. Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of different type of content. I think he does a lot of other types of RCs that we don't normally do. So yeah, totally different types of content, and it was cool. You know, I never had really got to interact with him before, and it was a fun one to do. So we had a group chat behind. Tony's in here. Like he was in there. West Desert Wheeler's in here. West Desert Wheeler says, "I'm in Utah, and my shit took 7 days." Yeah, it had to go one state over. So, yeah, it was ridiculous, but you know, I think that 8 was like a good number. I don't think that anymore. I don't think that anymore would be. I don't know. I don't know if it would have been feasible to have like 10 people doing it. I don't know. It's a little much. And an hour is a long time. I understand. I know that a lot of people are just like, I can't watch an hour-long video. I'm like, I get it. And I think that, yeah, you could probably condense these into like a super good watchable 20-minute video. And I think that the hour-long thing is maybe it's maybe as much for us as it is for anybody. Because it's like, to put in a month's worth of work into one video it's a lot. Like normally we put in 6 hours, 8 hours to do a video, like a good high production B-roll, filming, editing, running, the whole thing. And honestly, we'd probably make as much ad revenue and watch time stuff almost after that type of video that we do after one that we spent 200, 300 hours on. Like I legitimately bet I have that much time in it. I bet I have 200 or 300 hours. Let's see, 40 hours a week for 4 weeks. Because I think we had 5 weeks in there. Would be 200 hours. And like, I probably have 40 hours a week in this car. Like I probably did almost 8 hours a night for most of the month. And then I bet I did 14 hours a day most weekends that it was available. So maybe it was 180 hours because I had travel in there. So, I watch a lot of 1 hour long videos. So the more the merrier for me. Let me pick and choose who'd watch. Yeah, there you go. 30-minute build, 30-minute run videos, week apart. That is something that I could see. I could see splitting them up into that and doing them a week apart. It would be possible, and I think it would almost be better. And that was something I felt as well. And being able to split them up would be interesting. It's just sometimes the build and run overlap, and that would be the hard part. So. Okay, so how long had you had a working theory for this build prior to becoming a reality? None really, other than like what I had done in the past. But beyond that, I didn't like do any real thinking about it. Matt and I both kind of were just like, hey, we had been talking about wanting to do a challenge, and hadn't released this truck too much before we had like decided like we'll just do it with the VS410 straight axle, because we wanted to do it with a recently released something that had a little bit of a draw, even if this one isn't like a huge draw in that way. So we wanted to just get something and then go. So there wasn't like a whole lot of time. I didn't start designing until like the second or third. I watched most of Tom Lee. I'll let his and others. Wait, I'll finish his and watch others this weekend. There you go. Yeah, my only complaint was no flying cars references. I know. Tony left some on the table there. I was going to do a Capra speed run, stock tranny 80 plus out of the box. Capra's a little... That was one thing. Logan, actually, he was going to use or tried using, I think, at first, the Capra transmission. And I was like, that's a pretty good idea, because the gear ratio in that sucks so bad. Like, it could almost be possible. I didn't ever do the math on his, but... So next time take a basher and make it slow crawl. That's the problem, is like you can't quantify like how it crawls. Unless you're on the same course with everybody, there is no quantification other than like how steep can it climb, but that's not a crawler compared to just something flat. Yeah. I don't know. The crawler thing has always come up, and it's always been one of those things. It's like, it's an obvious from, the yin and yang of making a slow car go fast, make a fast car go slow, but it's like, it's not the same metrics, which makes it super, super tough. So that's why we've never done that. And Matt can't crawl. That's enough. the actual just coincidence of an eagle being there for Tony, catching it on the video and reacting to it that quickly was the best. Jump. I feel it's definitely like it's never not been on the list. I've had RC Margarita Maker on the list for quite a while as well. Sounds like a mini comp after a Mayhem build off. So that's the only other thing. Unless we can plan on being somewhere at the same time, and unless we can get 8 people to agree to travel somewhere for a video that is not going to return the money to them, because it's not. We all may make a couple $100s off of this, few $100s off this video, maybe. in the long run, which is not enough. So it's unless you can do it around an event that you can only choose people for the series that you know are going to be there. That's the tough one. SCX6, 200 pounds in tow, fastest to pull at 50 feet. I feel like when Matt and I were talking about it, we both had the same Jeep. We both had a JK Unlimited. Or he had a JL Unlimited, I had a JK Unlimited. And we're just like, we just pull our Jeeps. Like the thing is, you have to pull your Jeep. Spec ramp field goal. How many yards? Oh, that would be so fun. Who in the right mind would allow us on their football field, though, that has field goals? That would be pretty good. What about turning a car into a boat? We had on the live stream on Wednesday a couple weeks ago, we had the turducken idea, where you had to have 3 trucks that fit into each other in some way, and one had to be a boat, one had to be able to be a car, and one had to be able, so like a boat, some sort of car or crawler or something, and then one had to fly, but they all had to fit into each other. They didn't have to do it when together. Like, you'd pull one out and it'd be a boat, pull one out, it could fly, but they all had to go into the main one. SCX6 across. Release the field goal Mayhem right before Super Bowl. I would seriously need access to a football field, but it would be awesome. It's such a good idea. You could technically hit up the local Pee-wee fields for field. The problem is in freaking California, like any field that exists that is full all the time with kids or people, whatever it is. Like, you legit have, there's so many people in California. There's too many people here. Send the rigs through the uprights. I mean, like, it's a great idea. High school football field. Who's going to let us on a football field to do these things? You have no problem beating little kids. Speed runs, but in the dark. I mean, like legit dark. Like no lights. Has to be dark. Do it on the weekend, nobody there to stop you. Not in California. These places have like legit security and shit. With no lights, it's gonna make for a terrible recording. What hub can you use with brake weights? Says they even out with 475 rear, but doesn't mention which hub paired with it equals that. So yeah, unibody. You can use brake weights. If you're running a portal, then you need to run a 475 to make it flush with the backside. So if you're running a straight axle, though, you can run a 350 because the knuckle will usually kind of go inside of it. So if I'm running a straight axle truck, I run a 350 hub. If I'm running a portal truck, then you have to run a 475. For the most part, generally. There's some exceptions in how things change and whatnot, but generally that's how it runs. So, come to Enmore County, use the field goal, and Nicole can go wine tasting. See, that's what... If I could get Matt to make sure that he had a field goal. He had access to a field goal. What about timed slalom challenge? So, that's another one we've thought about because it's something we had... That's what this one was kind of going to be at first. But then we were just like, okay, if we're going to have a bunch of people, let's do one that's much simpler to like do in general. Something that's just like, this is it. It's just speed. It's one metric. There's no like, here's the layout and here's how you have to, none of that. So we just tried to make it easy because it's the first time we've tried to do this. And it was still a lot of work to organize and communicate and all that. But anyway, All right, my voice is leaving and my dinner's ready. Ooh, that looks really good.
Good.
Okay, that's the official end because I'm not eating on camera. So, all of you have a excellent weekend. I have nothing else to say. We've all said enough. I hope you have a good one. And I'll talk to you guys. I'm going to try and do some videos. I have videos next week for sure. I have mini Capra. I hope to do this one. And more stuff. That looks like Uber Eats. No, that doesn't look like Uber Eats. You're right. It is not. It's the redhead. Anyway, later everybody.